stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
That's what a lot of y'all word, cuz. Y'all word ass people. I'm tired of that shit.
I done seen too many real ones fall. So I'm asking God you one question. They're heaven for a real one. For a nigga who been sinning just to feel something. I've been fighting all these demons but they still come. Tryna find a little piece before I kill one. They're heaven for a real one. Cause I done lost too many, I can't heal none. Mama told me, baby boy, you still young. Yo, this pain got me feeling like I'm still numb. Oh yeah. I've been riding through the city with my eyes low. Tryna dodge karma, tryna find hope. They don't see the pain, they just see the post. But behind the smile, I've been losing foes. Pouring liquor for my niggas that's gone. Every name tag, they feel like bricks on my soul. They say keep faith, but I'm stuck in my zone. Praying to a God that I barely know. These streets don't love nobody. No. You either break or bleed. Break or bleed. I've been somewhere in between, baby. Yeah. Is there heaven for a real one? For a nigga who been sinning just to feel something. I've been fighting all these demons, but they still come. Tryna find a little peace before I kill one. Is there heaven for a real one? Tell me, yeah. Cause I done lost so many, I can't hear none. Mama told me, baby boy, you still young. But this pain got me feeling like I'm still numb. Ooh.
I've been praying for some peace, but my mind's still running. Demons in the dark, yeah, they all keep coming. It's all fake love, man, it don't mean nothing. I carry all this weight, they wanna see me fumble. You know they all hate it when you sitting on top. They'll throw you off the roof just to get that spot. They'll rob with you, steal with you, kill with you, then throw you under that bus when the shit get hot. Make me wanna hit another time zone. Got a couple screws left, but my mind gone. They'll stab you in the back with the same hand that he used to dap you up with, leave your mind blown. Lately I've been sinning just to feel some. All the pain I done felt, now I feel numb. I'm just trying to get away before I kill some. I wanna know if there's a heaven for a real one. Real one.
They're heaven for a real one. Yeah. For a nigga who been sinning just to feel something. I've been fighting all these demons but they still come. Tryna find a little peace before I kill one. They're heaven for a real one. Tell me, yeah. Cause I done lost so many, I can't heal none. Mama told me, baby boy, you still young. But this pain got me feeling like I'm still numb. Tell me, Lord, if I die tonight, would you let me in and make me pay the price? Yeah. Cause I done sinned just to stay alive. Oh. But my heart's still pure, just God inside. Is there heaven for a real one? For a nigga who been sinning just to feel something. I've been fighting all these demons, but they still come. Is there heaven for a real one, yeah. Is there heaven for me, yeah.
Hey, y'all know the king back. I'm the realest one in it, put my city on my back. Ain't nobody left to put this city on the map. Plus y'all know I'm hotter than them boys in the trap. Still live above the law, still got it on my lap. I hear a lot of talking, but I hear a lot of cap. Came in the game with money, I don't even gotta rap. Boy, you better ask your chick the way I got her running back. OMG, oh my God. Must've lost service cause you ain't got bars. You know I'm real arrogant because I'm unflawed. Tell them boys, man,
can't nobody pull up with the squad.
Oh my God, get the strap. Fuck a law, grab a back, break a jaw. Good Lord, man, we ain't even got a bet cause I got them all lose. I don't say it with your chest, so I don't gotta do it. Big D, yeah, I'm blessed, yeah, I got them all choose. Walked in with a check and grab your chick by the booty. This tequila got me vibing, I ain't popping no pill. Cause most these boys junkies and I gotta keep it real. Name your girl hospital, cause that throat ill. Don't be texting my phone, that type of smoke will get you killed. Better do your homework, I ain't calling no cop. Ask the last boy that tried, ran that boy up out his sock. Everybody think it's sweet till them bullets start to pop. Even on a cold day, I'll make a block get hot. OMG, OMG, oh my God. Musta lost service cause you ain't got bars. You know I'm real arrogant because I'm unflawed. Tell them boys, man,
Can't nobody pull up with the squad.
oh my God, get the strap, fuck a law,
Can't nobody pull up
grab
with
a
the
back, break a jaw, good luck, man,
Can't nobody pull up with the squad.
oh my God, get the strap, fuck a law,
Can't nobody pull up
grab
with
a
the
back, break a jaw, good luck, man.
Can't nobody pull up with the squad. Can't nobody pull up with the squad.
Hey, you know I'm Tone Bot, know I'm Tone Bot, know I'm Tone Bot. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, know I'm Tone Bot, Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. Look, tonight we got to chop it up. We got to get off these other cases we've been covering. We got brand new breaking news. We got to chop it up. We got paperwork. We got videos. You know, Ratchet TV gets in his bag, especially when he goes on to a new case. So you already know I got all the paperwork. I got everything going on. The sealed shit, all that shit. We did our due diligence and we put a nice little live together for us tonight. So salute to the gang. Make sure you make sure everybody double taps the screen. We should be past 200 likes. I think we should be past 200. Come on, y'all. We got new content. Let's go. We got new content. Let's go. Everybody double tap that screen. Come on. Get the likes up. So Pooh Shiesty might be done. Well, I'm gonna be real. Pooh Shiesty, you done, bro. Because this case is not just this case. This is about to be an official RICO. And this is the feds are about to pick this case up. Not only are the feds going to pick this case up, they're going to attach several more cases with this one. This is just my opinion. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged. And it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly. All right. So Pooh Shiesty, this is about to be over, bro. Because not only are you gonna go down for robbing Gucci Mane, you gonna go down for having a gun on you, and you're gonna get charged with armed robbery. You're gonna get charged with a felon in possession of a firearm. Then you're gonna get charged with felon in the possession of a firearm while committing a crime. Then you're gonna get caught with not only did you have that firearm, then they're gonna attach this. You move that firearm across state lines. So, and then you're gonna get a parole violation on top of that. So you got a lengthy bunch of charges that are coming your way, Pooh Shiesty. Trust me and believe me, they know you had that gun on you, and they know you moved that gun across state lines. That's why the feds been in on this. But the feds been watching you because you've been hitting licks. Ever since you got out of prison, you've been strong-arming studios. You've been robbing rappers, allegedly. So you've done a few crimes. Not only you, the people that are attached to you. Why you think they came through and picked all y'all up like that? It's not just this robbery they're worried about.
So allegedly, you went in there to holler at Gucci Mane. Y'all had a meeting set up. You went to go meet up with Gucci Mane. You tried to tell him, "Hey man, you taking me off this label, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm getting off the label." He like, nigga, I mean, but you signed the contract, bro. Anyway, you told Buddy pass you your bag. You had a AK-47 in the bag. You upped on Gucci Mane. Your dad was in there. Everybody upped on Gucci Mane. Robbed the nigga. Robbed everybody in the studio with him. There's another rapper in there by the name of MM, the initials MM. We don't know who the fuck is MM, who's in the studio with Gucci Mane, and that also got robbed. Then, yeah, your dad's everybody out of here, bro. So we gonna get into this story about Pooh Shiesty. I don't know if y'all are up on game on everything that's going on in this case, if y'all are all the way caught up to speed, but we are about to chop it up in this we about to chop it up, y'all. Just give me a second. Hold on. So how do I want to start this off? How do I want to start this off? Let's see. Let's FDO my first day in. This is his first day in. So he did, and they in Dallas. You know, Dallas ain't playing with none of these rap gang politics. Do you not know that they covering the Mo3 case and everything rap related is shut down in the city of Dallas? Every studio is under surveillance. Are y'all stupid? Is you cool? Didn't nobody give y'all the memo that Dallas is watched by the feds right now? Anybody thinking about making a move in Dallas, Texas is dumb as fuck. Like the things that Pooh Shiesty did this time, like, bro, you can't be that dumb. And you was on a monitor, so you had to leave. But before you left, you went into another studio and robbed Gucci Mane. That they told you need to go, bro. You on parole. You on that monitor. You can't be here. Your PO and everything told you to dip up out of there. And before you left, you decided, like, all right, I know I need to leave, but let me rob this nigga with a gun on camera. Yeah, you're not very smart, bro. So Pooh Shiesty has gotten himself in a lot of shit. I'm talking about Pooh Shiesty ain't gonna see the light of day when this shit is said and done. Let's get to the content, man. We ain't gonna even be dancing around tonight. We ain't dancing around with this content. We gonna get straight in here. So make sure everybody hits that like button. Double tap that screen for me. Hold on, let me grab some water real quick, man. Double tap that screen for me. Mm-hmm. All right. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, were federally charged. Federally. So I told y'all the feds. This is going to be the feds swooping in here to take over this case. The feds, they were federally charged for kidnapping and robbing at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas. Announced United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Ryan Raybould. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Texas, and Memphis, Tennessee. The charged defendants include Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., which is his dad, Rodney Wright Jr., aka Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Terrence Rogers, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, and Darion McDaniel. As alleged, 9 defendants traveled to Dallas. See, I told you they took shit across state lines. So y'all, this is why it became federal, because the first mistake y'all made is y'all planned some shit out and then you jumped in the whip and then you decided we're going to across state lines and we're going to do some shit. So y'all traveled. Y'all were not in Dallas, Texas. Y'all were in another state. Y'all drove from Memphis, Tennessee, or wherever y'all came from. I believe it was Memphis that y'all came from. So y'all driving from Memphis with all these guns, knowing that y'all are going to commit a crime because y'all been getting the drop on people at studios. Hey, who at the studio tonight? I'll pay you. Whoop. Who there? Gucci? What time is his session? Ben, just shut up. Don't say nothing. I got a band in your Cash App right now. What's your Cash App? Just give me the time he gonna be there. 10 o'clock, say less. Don't tell that nigga I called. I'll drop another band when I leave. Type shit. So they said they traveled to Dallas, Texas to kidnap and rob victims who thought they were coming into town for a business meeting. So they thought that they was coming in town for a business meeting, but instead of discussing business in a civil matter, The defendants resorted to violence and intimidation to achieve the purpose of business objectives, said Ryan Raybould, United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. For anyone contemplating using violence and intimidation as a business practice, I'm here to tell you that it will be vigorously investigated and prosecuted in the Northern District of Texas. This case also highlights the outstanding contributions of my colleagues across the United States, including in the Western District of Tennessee, Middle District of Tennessee, and the Eastern District of Texas, as well as the FBI Violent Crimes Task Force, our state and local partners. The Western District of Tennessee employs a whole team concept with federal, state, and local partners to aggressively pursue all violent criminals who dare to commit crime or seek haven within our jurisdiction. Here, agents from the FBI Safe Streets Task Force, strongly supported by task force officers from Memphis Police Department, Shelby County Sheriff's Office, DeSoto County Sheriff's Office, and aviation assets from Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, brought these violent criminals to justice and put them behind bars. These defendants will be transported to the Northern District of Texas to face their crimes, said D. Mitchell Dunavant, United States Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee. Strong partnerships with local law enforcement are key to reducing violent crimes. The collaboration of multiple agencies ensured the successful arrest of several individuals in both Texas and Tennessee. The FBI remains dedicated to investigating violent offenders and holding them accountable, said FBI Dallas Special Agent Charge R. Joseph Rothrock. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purposely to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these men were inside of the studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, executed and coordinated armed takeover. The complaint alleges that Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release form for the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One victim was choked to the point of unconsciousness. Photos of some of the injuries included in the complaint. So someone got choked. There's a bruise right there. What are y'all thinking about this shit right here? What are y'all thinking about this right here, man? This is nasty work. So these niggas they can't be too smart, gang. Hey, double tap that screen and get the likes up, bro. We should have way more than 258 likes in here. We got $20 on the screen. Salute to Jackie for that 20 piece. I appreciate you, Jackie, for dropping that 20 piece off when the show started. But we got to get these likes up. Let's go, gang. Double tap that screen. So photos of injuries sustained to the wrist and neck of the victim. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. Court records reflect that Lontrell Williams Jr. or Pooh Shiesty was on home confinement for a prior firearms conspiracy conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he could not commit other criminal offenses or possess firearms. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping. As described in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, defendants added posts on social media displaying what appeared to be some stolen jewelry depicted in the photographs from the complaint. So y'all went live with the jewelry on. So y'all robbed these niggas of the jewelry and went live with the jewelry, and they got the picture. Man, these dudes, y'all out of there. Y'all out of there, fam. What is it? Pooh Shiesty, I would just like to think you would be smarter than this. Something in me just wanted to believe you wasn't this dumb. Ain't no way in hell Pooh Shiesty is this stupid to get him and his homeboys to do something so dumb. Then not only did they do this dumb shit, Then they go live wearing the damn jewelry that the people said that got stolen from them. So the exact Rolex that they say got stolen and is in the police report is the same one. He's right here. Hey, look, y'all see the new Rolly? Yeah, look at my new Rolly. Well, you dumb. They say wearing a watch. Yeah, he got the chain and the watch. He just took that off of somebody's neck and hand and then put it on and went live with it. Screenshot of the video from Roger's social media account depicted a Rolex believed to be stolen in the robbery. Screenshots from Glover's social media account depicting him wearing purposely stolen jewelry. As outlined in the complaint, some of the evidence establishing the defendant's roles in the federal offenses includes electronic monitoring, data placing William Sr. at the offense location in violation of his home detention conditions, cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis to Dallas, rental car records confirming William Sr. rented a vehicle used by the group, surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several defendants stayed following the offense. Latent fingerprints recovered from the crime scene matching two defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property in the days following the offense, and Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. If convicted, each defendant faces a sentence up to life in prison. So this ain't no simple case where y'all thinking he about to get 20 years. This nigga Pooh Shiesty finna get life. He gonna at least probably get at the bare minimum. I say he get 40 to 50 years for this shit. I'm gonna be real. Pooh Shiesty finna get like a 55 piece. That, in my opinion, I think he could possibly get life, and they might just throw the book at him because this nigga's just not gonna learn. This nigga wasn't. He kept on violating his damn parole. He was on live stream on one of them. The damn parole officer called his phone like, "You better not be out doing that." No. I'm at home. What you talking about? I'm not nowhere. I'm at home. Nigga just lying. He on there with Ben Dedon lying. Nigga, you on live stream. You're not at home. You're on home confined. You're on live stream. Then you going into the studio knowing that they can trace all this shit. This dude, Pooh Shiesty, just don't give a damn. He ain't gonna learn. He about to get 55 years, but they facing all these niggas is facing life. The FBI Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force investigated the case with the assistance of the FBI's Memphis Resident Agency and Nashville Field Office, the Memphis Safe Task Force, the Dallas Police Department, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Western District of Tennessee, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Tennessee, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Texas. Assistant U.S. Attorneys Claire Demers and Robert Withers of U.S. Attorney's Office of the Northern District of Texas are prosecuting the case. Man. These dudes, I'm talking about these niggas is done. When I tell you that these boys cooked, they fried. When I say they cooked, they fried. So y'all can see right here, they got him. And then rapper Gucci Mane was the target of kidnapping and robbery plot by Pooh Shiesty, DOJ says. So the DOJ already confirmed, and they said this nigga Gucci Mane gave up Pooh Shiesty. They say Gucci Mane snitched on him. I mean, some people would say rightfully so. What choice did he really have other than to snitch on Pooh Shiesty? I mean, the nigga robbed him at gunpoint and made him get out of a contract. Nigga, we had business together. You put a blick to my head and threatened to unalive me in a studio, made me sign the papers, and y'all took things from me and the rest of the people that were in the studio with us. So, I mean, if you did that to me, I'm snitching too. I don't give a damn. You can call me whatever you want to. If you put a blick to my head and rob me and make me sign stuff that I didn't want, yeah, you goddamn right. You should have unalived me right there because hey, I'm calling the police. I'm prosecuting, and I'm gonna be at every court date. Gucci Mane should be at every court date. The streets is dead anyway. I don't give a damn that he snitched. I would have told too. Fuck it. Y'all can't get mad at Gucci Mane for telling. Hell, you keep that same energy with Young Thug snitching ass. All these dudes on the internet been talking. They all giving up statements. I don't want to hear nothing. You can't get mad. Don't start ridiculing Gucci Mane for giving up a statement. If you didn't keep that, y'all still let a young slime be in here and everybody acting like, oh no, man, fuck the streets. Nah, don't keep keep that same energy when Gucci Mane snitch, because they all snitching. So it just is what it is at this point. And that ain't even Gucci anyway. I believe that's his clone anyway. So it ain't like the real Gucci snitched. But yeah, we gonna get into it, man. We gonna get into this today. So yeah, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy with everybody else. But I mean, they all snitches, so it is what it is. So again, Gucci Mane signed Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty didn't like the terms of his contract. He felt like Gucci Mane was snaking him. So they plotted and planned, and they definitely got him out of that contract. So that's basically what's going on in this story. So let's get over here. And as you see, the United States of America, this is not some fluffy case where we just gonna look at it in local law enforcement. No. This is going straight federal. This shit went straight to the feds. Y'all niggas went from, y'all have to understand things. Y'all are planning things out on the phone. They're gonna reveal your text messages. They're gonna reveal your social media. They're gonna show your DMs between each other. They're gonna show that y'all all planned this out. They're gonna have every transcript from all of your accounts, phone, social media, everything. Then they're gonna show the not cooperation. They're gonna show they're going to show the data that proves that all y'all was the communication. That's what I meant. Communication. They're going to show the communication records. They're going to show, hey, look, this phone number was talking to this phone number. This phone number texts this phone number. This phone number was sending this one a bus ticket. So they're going to show the communication, the data communications between all of y'all. They're going to show that y'all all planned it out. They're going to show all y'all communicating with each other. They're going to show all y'all traveling at the same time, leaving at the same time. This is an open and shut case. All y'all got to plea out. None of this is going to trial. Trust me, this shit ain't going to trial. They finna drop all this paperwork off and niggas finna cop pleas. This will not go to trial. I promise you. If it does go to trial, you get life. Y'all finna cop pleas at about 40 to 55 years. So get ready. They finna throw some football numbers at these boys. They finna throw some college basketball numbers at these boys. So let's get to it. On March 30th, 2026, a criminal complaint was filed under seal, charging 9 defendants with a violation that is kidnapping and conspiracy to commit kidnapping. The complaint was sealed to protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation and to prevent flight by the defendants prior to their apprehension. The continued sealing of the complaint is no longer necessary or justified. 8 of the 9 defendants charged in the complaint are now in custody, 1 currently in the Northern District of Texas, 7 currently in the Western District of Tennessee. 1 as to the ninth defendant, Terrence Rogers, the government has made diligent efforts to locate and apprehend him, and it's the government's assessment that he is likely already aware of the existence of the charges and of law enforcement's interest in his apprehension. Continued sealing of the complaint thus serves no meaningful law enforcement purpose, as the primary objectives underlying in the original sealing order preventing flight and preserving the element of surprise necessary to effect safe arrest have been substantially accomplished and are no longer achievable. There exists a strong presumption of public access to judicial records rooted in both common law and First Amendment. And it gives an example right there, a bunch of examples. Criminal complaints are judicial records to which the presumption attaches. And it says the Fifth Circuit has recognized that sealing orders in criminal cases must be narrowly tailored, and that records should be unsealed when the justification for sealing has dissipated. And it says, whereas here the law enforcement interests that justify sealing have been largely fulfilled. So basically, this is just them about to unseal the case. And as you see, it was sealed and it's no longer sealed. So when you go over here now, you see that this shit ain't sealed no more. It's unsealed. And we gonna get into this shit, and we're gonna get into the whole paperwork later on tonight. So I do got the unsealed paperwork right here, and we're gonna go over that, but we got to get familiar with this case first. So the first thing is first, we're about to get real familiar with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, but I got the unsealed paperwork. So trust me, by the end of tonight, we're going to definitely go over all that damn paperwork. All right. Let me remove that and let's get started on this damn content, man. Let's get started on this damn content. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Let's go.
Act. You know what our agreement was, Act?
What?
If you tell me I'm lying to you, which you have the right to as my brother.
You don't got no paperwork, Whack. Stop it.
That's what you think, Act?
Whack.
Okay, you know what you got to do when I send it to you, right? Here it comes. His daddy been a rat since 2009.
Stop it, Whack. Stop it, Whack. Yo, what?
Okay.
So now it comes out that Wack got the paperwork that shows that Pooh Shiesty's dad has been a rat. Like I said, I'm not shocked by anybody snitching these days. So Wack got the paperwork that Pooh Shiesty's dad is a freaking rat.
Hear what I just sent you.
Yo, where does Wack go?
Listen,
This nigga said
that's
daddy
the full
been a rat.
file. I'm going to send you.
Yo, Wack, stop it,
No, I'm
bro.
about to send you where he ratted. Listen, the nigga been a rat since 09. I'm sending you all the work. Pooh Shiesty was 8 or 9 years old, so this is his pop, live and direct. Now, listen, you know the exposures. We sit back because I'm a strong representation when it come to Gucci. That's bro. So I'm gearing up for when these niggas want to start playing. We gonna play back hard. Now I'm sending you right now, as you see, the direct pages of the 5K1 stipulation. This nigga's a motherfucking rat. So now, since you want to tell me I'm lying, go ahead, Act.
Wait,
You
what?
got it. You no. Don't go to study now. You got the full document, and I sent you the 3 pages where the nigga's a rat.
Hey, did you hear that they took off Gucci Mane's wedding band? I thought that
Fuck all that. Shout out to Gucci team, Gucci shout.
Academics, that nigga be playing, bro. He don't want to say, "Oh, did you hear that they?" Man, fuck all that, nigga. Talk about that shit I just sent you.
Shout out Keisha K.O. for keeping Gucci level-headed. Listen, Act, if you go rob a nigga that got off-duty police as his security and civilians with him, that's on your dumb, stupid ass. Stupid. Dummy. And then what they did is they made a video and said, yeah, if you say something, we're going to release the video. He ain't got to say nothing. Off-duty cop obligation.
Whack, what is this? All right, I got it up on the screen. Memorandum of Plea Agreement. This is from April 15, 2009. This is the father, Lontrell Williams. He's a defendant. So the defendant, Lontrell Williams, through his attorney, knowingly and voluntarily agrees with the United States through the undersigned attorney to plead guilty to 1 count of the numbered indictment, charged him with violating Ooh, a lot of charges. Pursuant to this and third, he will join the government and the defendant will jointly recommend the defendant receive a 3-level reduction. Oh wow, a 3-level reduction for acceptance of responsibility under the United Sentencing Guidelines. The defendant understands that if the court does not accept these recommendations, the defendant nevertheless has no rights to withdraw the plea. Neither the government or no law enforcement agency, the defendant understands that the accurate sentencing guidelines must be taken into account before before the court is not bound to sentencing guideline and can impose any sentence in the statutory limits. Based on the defendant's ongoing and anticipated future assistance to the government, it is contemplated that the government may recommend that the court do a departure in their sentencing pursuant to U.S. Sentencing Guideline 5K1.
So the nigga daddy a rat.
Nigga, we are the motherfucking exposers, nigga. We sit on shit. Don't fuck with us, Team Gucci, nigga. Pooh Shiesty proper, cause he's a mice, cause he come from his daddy, that's a rat. Don't fuck with us, nigga. That's what it is. We ain't lost nothing. That nigga been a motherfucking rat. And he made his son a mice. There you go.
Damn.
Now, don't never question me, I am a motherfucking exposer, my nigga. Don't fuck with us. Team Gucci round this bitch. Y'all go tend to what's on paperwork and stop making up assumptions about what they think a nigga did and talk about what a nigga really did.
Okay, so there it is right there. they got the paperwork on this nigga Pooh Shiesty daddy is a rat. So what you think his daddy finna do? So what you think Pooh Shiesty daddy finna do? He finna cop a plea. Oh, Pooh Shiesty daddy already given his statement as we speak. He finna do exactly what Queso daddy did. He finna get his son life. He finna do exactly what Blue did, and he gonna come home and do some interviews about it. How much I want to bet? Well, Pooh Shiesty daddy finna get locked up for a little bit too, because he helped plan this shit out. But I think that he finna just, hey, look, bro, give me a proffer agreement. I give you the whole plan, and I give you some more shit that they was doing. So daddy might be useful. He might be real useful. Okay, my bad. Clear my throat. All right, so the dad should be real useful in this case, and I think he'll be able to give them a lot more than they already got.
Hey, you know what our agreement was?
Oh, hold on, my bad. That's the same one I just played. My bad. Hold on, my bad. Same one I just played. Hold on, my bad. Was it the same one? What is this one? Give me 1 second.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I just played that one. Okay, my bad. That's the same one I just played. My fault. My bad. All right, let me do this one. Man. Y'all think his daddy gonna snitch?
No, but all of that goes back to.
And this is Hernandez Govan. This is him talking to Hernandez Govan at this point. So pay close attention to all this shit. Y'all just gotta listen, man. Just pay attention to all this shit. And now Academics is friends with Hernandez Govan. That's pretty weird, but let's continue.
Keisha K.R., his mental episodes, and
what do you mean he's having a caretaker?
She, like, when she signs off on everything, she runs his phone. When people call, she decides if he talks on the phone. You didn't see the Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But she said it was only during. I don't know. It was a little bit.
Man, listen, bro. Listen.
So you think Gucci is slipping now because he's letting this woman run his life? She's answering the phone. She's probably packing him lunch, sending him to meetings.
Man, listen, the old Gucci that everybody know would have did, I think, in my opinion, would have did everything in his power for these charges not to be brought or whatever. I think Keisha K.R. played a major role in this indictment, enforcing it. I do know the undercover officer that was Gucci's bodyguard. He was the one that went, that started this whole domino effect.
Oh, wait. Break that down. So because
Gucci, when Gucci got robbed, Gucci got a bodyguard, which is an off-duty police officer.
Okay. And best bodyguards to have too, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
When you're not doing crime.
Exactly. So with that being said, when he was in there when it popped off, and he reached for his shit, but he street niggas had the ups on him, and so when the charges didn't come immediately, me and a few of my guys, Go Slow, Prince, and shit, and said it, we was under the impression that that the security, that the officer, that the bodyguard was gonna keep it G on the strength of Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Him and Gucci probably had a bond.
Is that even possible though, right? Because if I hire
the only way it's possible, he would be breaking the law.
So these niggas robbed a cop, an off-duty cop. Like I'm telling you, these dudes are not bright at some of the dumbest criminals that we're looking at. Pooh Shiesty and his camp. Salute to Patricia Snell for that 50-piece McNugget. My bad, I didn't catch that, but salute to you. I appreciate you for the $50 donation. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Salute. What are y'all thinking about Pooh Shiesty? Is he cooked? Everybody in the chat, how many years is Pooh Shiesty about to get based on what you know just right now? Just based on the information you got. Just throw a number in the chat. How many years do you think Pooh Shiesty about to get?
And I didn't. And my question was, damn, is he willing to put his freedom, his life, his family's life on the line for Gucci Man to basically hold this to his chest for the reputation of Gucci Man? I didn't think so.
Okay, so you are in belief, and you just gave us some new information here. So chat, it looked like we're getting some inside information. This case, because when we watched the whole thing, we're like, damn, if they got fingerprints, they must have went the next day or the day after. Like, you can't come back 2 months and get some fingerprints. It don't work like that. So now you're giving us some info that Gucci probably went there with a bodyguard, and that bodyguard was he's basically police, right? So
yeah, it wasn't no probably to it. This is all fact.
Okay, so he's an off-duty police officer. However, even if he's off-duty and a crime like that happens, you're risking your whole livelihood by not reporting it, by not doing what you are sworn to do. And it's a judge of your character. Even though you're off the clock, you're still a policeman.
Yeah, and he could have went to jail for that.
Okay. Because if he was about to brandish too.
Yeah. He could have, like, the police officer could have went to jail too. Not that because he upped his gun, but if he wouldn't have, police officers, they have a sworn duty to, report, protect, serve, all that shit. So if he wouldn't have reported that crime, a crime that serious, at minimum, he would have got, failure to report a felony and, all that old goofy-ass charges and shit they be having. So, he wasn't willing to risk that for Gucci Mane.
Okay, so I'm asking this line of questioning to get to, like, the most important part, which I think hip-hop is already starting to dissect. Does anyone believe that Gucci Mane is cooperating? Did he make a statement? Will he take the stand? Is Gucci, quote-unquote, snitching? Or is it just, people found out about it because of this off-duty cop or undercover cop, whatever, and Gucci's listed as a victim, but he don't got nothing to do with nothing?
Man, I'm gonna give Gucci the benefit of the doubt, man, and say that he ain't cooperating. My partner Ghost Los think that he might be.
No. Hernandez, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Gucci Mane most definitely is the person who gave them Pooh Shiesty's name. So that's in paperwork. The DOJ put that out. So you might not want to believe that Gucci Mane told, but Gucci Mane is in the DOJ paperwork as saying Pooh Shiesty's name, and he told them who robbed him, and he said that they made him sign that contract and get him off of that contract. He told the cops. So Gucci Mane most definitely gave up Pooh Shiesty's name.
I'm gonna say that he's probably not. I don't think Gucci would risk his reputation and his respect in the street to go and testify and cooperate on some shit that's already happened. And with that being said, people call.
My bad. But that's the thing. They're not gonna have to. He's not gonna have to testify on anything because this case ain't going to trial.
The most important part, which I think hip hop is already starting to dissect. Does anyone believe that Gucci?
Benefit of the doubt, man, and say that reputation and his respect in the street to go and testify and cooperate on some shit that's already happened. And with that being said, I think with them having that police officer there and guns being drawn on him, they don't even need Gucci.
That's a fact. Listen, that's a fact. I keep telling y'all, the best security guards to get is the police. Like, you don't got to make the report. He gonna do it for you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So Gucci could be a slime ball, and in the background telling the police officer, "Man, go ahead and report that, man." You know what I'm saying? True. Fuck them niggas. I can't do it, but you're an officer of the law. Go ahead and do it. So he could be doing that. But far as him putting his John Hancock on it and saying, I don't think Gucci did that.
Interesting. Okay, so I don't know if you heard the whole sequence of how it went down. I was surprised, and you tell me if you're surprised. You probably know him a little bit better.
All right, so that's them talking about did he snitch, did he not snitch? He most definitely gave up that information. But I mean, wouldn't you tell if that shit happened to you? I mean, you ain't like you can go unalive the dude.
Where you got the Trump gun right here. All these $100,000 a pop. So look, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 900,000. That's $1 million right there. That's what I'm willing to invest in my next superstar because I'm starting a whole new label, fresh. So I said million males. So who want to join my new label because I'm looking for my next male superstar? Babe, where you at with the count? How much you got over here?
So far, I got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 8, 9, $1 million. I got $1 million plus I got some extras that I'm still counting up for the female artists.
So I got $1 million for my next female superstar. I got $1 million for my next male superstar. Who wanna join the So Icy Millionaires? Hit my DM right now. Happy 4th of July.
Fuck y'all haters. Ow.
Yo, I'm gonna be real, bro. This nigga Gucci got a whole handler, and it's creepy. I don't know. It's giving me like Get Out vibes, but they counting up the M's. I mean, they counting up the M's. I can't get mad at that. They are counting up the M's. But he say he's starting a whole new label. He ain't doing that yet. You better get off that damn label, because shit, that 1017 shit, there's a curse behind that shit. Let's continue to cook. Hold on. Let's continue to cook.
I was looking forward to a Shiesty tour. I'm not bullshitting.
This nigga Charleston playing the damn.
Here they get the whole man too. Boy, them feds mean as a motherfucker. Take it to daddy too. God damn. Shit. Boy, if there's any other time to think about telling, this is it right here. You talking about the kind of federal charges for federal kidnapping? Oh my goodness, up to a life sentence. Oh man, whoever these FBI agents is here, they finna get a promotion. They fucking around being in line up to be the FBI director one day for bringing down Shiesty. I'm not bullshit. Oh my goodness. They got Shiesty ass. They got Shiesty in them ass, boy. They got their ass. Now you know the feds don't, boy. They got their ass. And it sound like Gucci cooperated. It sound like the victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony. Come on over here with me, Gucci. It's all right. It's all right to go and be civilian. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, come on over here with me, Gucci. Press charges on their ass to the full extent of the law. That's how you get to niggas. Now, they done not put somebody down there in the coma, hold a nigga. That like Suge Knight holding that boy upside down over the balcony, that Vanilla Ice boy. I signed the contract. I look there, man, that's that girl. Yeah, Pooh Shiesty done come out here acting like Red, all 5 heartbeats. Yeah, say, you know what that is? Say the boy done come out here acting like Red off the 5 heartbeats, man. Yeah, I knew once he done shaved that goddamn Taliban bird off. All them niggas with your motherfucking fluffy birds recidivate when they get out of prison. Yeah, you gotta go back to your gold teeth, nigga. Yeah, boy should have went back to his gold teeth.
Charleston White, bro. Charleston White a fool, but yeah, I think Gucci is right for cooperating. I ain't mad at him at all. Look, man, these niggas playing all these street games, lock their ass up where all the street niggas at. All the hood niggas in jail. All the street dudes locked up.
Gucci was kidnapped and forced to sign his release papers, and people were robbed in the incident by Pooh Shiesty and others. You're the first one who said this shit.
Definitely.
How the hell did you know? Like that's the question, bro.
But I know a couple of the cats that was actually charged on the indictment. I know personally.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. So I got, what I'm saying, I was hit up, when Seti was making conversations and we was talking about when he was talking about the jury and shit and all that was a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
So people actually got on live or Instagram and they were showing off the jury?
Well, I don't know about that. I heard that. I know that's a rumor, but I'm talking about, we actually spoke with people that had access to the jury. They was trying to, the jury was trying to be sold by some people, not Pooh Shiesty, not Luntrail, by some other people from Memphis, Tennessee.
What type of jury was it? Do you know?
Wedding band, watch.
Really?
Yeah, his homeboy DP got his chain took. The cameraman, they stripped him, took everything. You still with that?
You know why I didn't believe it? Because I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and they said this is false because Gucci would never let a man take his wedding ring off his finger. Would never give up these items without somebody dying. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of believe, like, I don't know if it's hype behind Gucci. I believe everything behind Gucci, but Gucci was silent. That was the only weird thing about it. So you heard about this in the streets?
Yeah, I heard about it. You know, like I said, I know a couple of people that's involved in the indictment. You know, Gucci, for the people that's saying that, you know, they ain't never been up under the gun before.
Do y'all think Gucci is a snitch? What do you, I seen some people in the chat saying Gucci snitched on Jeezy. I mean, quiet as kept. If you know, you know. But yeah, Pooh Shiesty ran up in that motherfucker. Pooh Shiesty ran up in the studio and said,
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
So yeah, Pooh Shiesty most definitely stole that shit. Let's continue.
You know, you be up under the gun, they can talk out, you know what I'm saying? I done seen the toughness. If a motherfucker got the ups up on you, you know what I'm saying? You got to come clean or, you know, risk losing your life. And, you know, a lot of this shit, you know, that shit don't be worth your life. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit up, get your lick back. That's all you can do, you know? But he definitely, you know.
Wait, did I hang up? I'm trying to show y'all the fucking, because we're on FaceTime. What the fuck? And I hang up. I got, yo, Sneeko was trying to give me the thing where I could just, like, when I'm FaceTiming, y'all can see the person, because, like, it would be better if y'all could see him. But, yeah. My bad, I actually hung up. I was trying to flip the camera. Okay. All right. Damn.
Yeah, I told people from day one, you know what I'm saying? He got stretched or whatever, you know, motherfucker said I was capping.
Wait, hold on, though.
Go ahead.
Because you're a very interesting figure. I think, you know, I think we almost connected a few times. I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm always honest. It's something about you, like, I kind of like, I know that case is done, but I'm like, is this nigga like the one guy that's smart enough to be so evil that he did some crazy shit, got away with it, and he's still popping it? Like, you're something else. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. And also, respectfully, I have a lot of love for Dolph, okay? But you're an interesting person. Really interesting person.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate your honesty, you know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, I ain't get away with nothing. You know, I'm actually innocent in this situation. Dolph, like you said, you know, Dolph was a good dude. He was a Robin Hood around here in Memphis, Tennessee, you know, so I ain't no security for no rap group. I ain't never wrote a rap song, so I ain't have no reason to do anything to young Dolph, you know. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I'm a good dude at, you know what I'm saying, loyal, honorable, and sometimes I'm loyal to a default. That's how, you know what I'm saying, I end up in a lot of the bullshit I be in.
Okay, so now let me ask some connecting questions. And before I ask these questions, I'm not DJ Vlading you, but I'm going off theories. And you know, these are going to be questions that are going to be asked. The mere fact that you're the first one that brought this to light, when I'm thinking who would want this to be known, it all comes back to one person. Yo
Gotti. It gotta be Yo Gotti, right?
Yo Gotti doesn't get along. Keep in mind, we're constantly seeing a Yo Gotti connection here. Okay.
Remember, Yo Gotti smashed Gucci Mane's wife allegedly. Allegedly, Yo Gotti smashed Keisha.
Yo Gotti didn't get along with Dolph. You get charged with something. Yo Gotti doesn't see eye to eye with Gucci. You're the first person that brings. And by the way, you know, we all watched his XXL interview. Pooh Shiesty, he didn't say nothing bad about Gucci, but he did big up Gotti.
Yeah.
Is the reason why you said this publicly is to kind of let people know, man, I know Gotti got that nigga wedding band took, man.
Now I'm gonna tell you like this, you know, I knew Juke personally, like you know what I'm saying, Juke was a friend of mine, you know. Never got a chance to be around Yo like that, you know, had a conversation one time over the phone a while back. With that being said, you know, Yo ain't even the type of person to move like that, you know, to go and do no goofy, you know what I'm saying, reckless shit like that, to have Shiesty or 30 of them to, you know, he don't want no nigga wedding band, you know. I think he was interested in signing. He was very interested in signing Pooh.
No, that's the ultimate checkmate, though. I steal your wedding band. I get your artist. That is like, that's a stake in the...
You can't leave the wife out now. You can't leave the wife out,
Wait, what wife? His wife? He didn't get his wife?
Oh, what you mean? Gucci, Gotti fucked her when Gucci was in jail.
Oh man, oh, stop it, man.
Come on, man. Where you be act? You the king of this.
Those
shit.
are
I know you
rumors,
know
man.
that.
Those are rumors.
See, he smashed her when he was locked up. She was with Gotti the whole time, allegedly. And Gucci know about that. Gotti trying to get Gucci up out the way.
Man, yo,
Man, that ain't no rumor, man. Gotti went on Breakfast Club and told you that shit, man. Man, he was fucking the brakes off of Keisha K.O., man.
okay, so let me ask you this though. And by the way, I've heard you say some of these things. You're right. You're right about that. Do you feel like you made the block hot by saying it online?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I don't feel like I made the block hot. You know, when I first brought it, only thing I said was, "Hey, Gucci, you know what I'm saying? You know, we heard about that other little shit that just went on. You know, we're gonna run that later on." So, you know, when I said that, a lot of people that's tapped in knew what I was talking about, but I didn't get into no specifics in the first video. I ain't start going into great detail is when, you know, when other little shit start coming out with other bloggers and shit like that or whatever. So my first, I think when I first brought it, introduced it to the internet, I was very respectful and very careful on how I worded it.
Do you have any problems with Gucci?
Do I have any problems with Gucci?
Or do you guys know each other? Or does he know you?
No, I ain't got no problems with Gucci. I just always thought, you know, a lot of the shit he did, you know, was some sucker shit, you know, by you know, it's just like, you know, you gonna go and how he went and you know, made friends with everybody that he was into it with, except Gotti. You know, you made up with everybody, and it's all about a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, that's another thing. You're the first person who said that, and when I went to do my research, I said, "Wow, that's fucking accurate." He did sign a bunch of Memphis artists, and then he dropped it.
He signed a lot of he was just doing it just to antagonize Gotti. Like he didn't even never put none of this shit out. He just was doing it just try to antagonize Gotti, and that was some lame ass shit, you know. So it's just a lot of moves he did that made me kind of, you know, lose respect for him. I mean, I ain't never been a fan of his music. I always thought he was an ABC ass rapper anyway, you know. So you know, Jeezy, Jeezy, I was always a Jeezy fan because Jeezy could actually rap. Like this nigga really can't rap. So outside of that, you know, I ain't got no problems with Gucci. He just do some lame ass shit, and I just been checking him on it.
Okay, so all right, so now this is public. This is a really crazy story. From what you heard or what word is on the street, was this like some shit that was, you know what I mean? Like they knew, maybe they were talking to Gucci and Gucci just not going, and they're like, all right, we about to go do, like, if we're not leaving Dallas without we get the paperwork signed, or is it something that is just shit went left while everybody's kicking it? Because the feds is trying to claim this was like...
Nah, man. You know, Gucci planted that seed itself, man. You know, when he did that sucker shit to Big Scott. You know, it's like you supposed to be worth however much money you worth. You know,
So remember what he did to Big Scar. He's supposed to pay for that funeral, and he told everybody he did, but Pooh Shiesty was like, hell no, that nigga didn't pay for shit. He didn't pay for no fucking funeral. So a lot of that shit started right around that time with Big Scar. You got to do your homework, man. You got to do your homework.
And I told you, I was like, he going to jail?
Yeah.
He's going back. When you get off stream, call me.
Don't say that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Hey. Took everything to clean them up.
He was giving,
are you fucking...
He gave Ben the Don the drop on his live. Because remember, he was already with Ben the Don when he lied to his PO. So the dude calls into him to tell him about the robbery on live. Now this has been circulating and getting hot again. So Ben the Don, this is on your live. They're gonna use this in the trial watch because someone calls his phone to say, yeah, they got cleaned up, and they're like, he talking about what just went on in the studio. So the drop already. That's why he going back to jail. They're talking about Pooh Shiesty.
This right here. And I told you, I was like, he going to jail?
Yeah.
He's going back. When you get off stream, call me. Hey,
don't say that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Hey. clean them up.
Are you fucking serious?
The nigga retarded, bro. It hasn't hit the streets yet.
Oh, I hope you lying, nigga.
Bro, last time I was lying to you?
No, you didn't lie last time.
Okay then. Remember, I always get the shit first. Hey, he got my cap. Bro, the niggas, bro.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you at the stream, bro. You about to? I'll call you in a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
No fucking, bro. This shit never fucking ends, bro. That shit damn near made me want to end stream, gang.
Man. So yeah, they been had to drop on this shit. Like I said, we was late to this party. Everybody been knew about this. We just late to the party. This is some shit that's been going on, and everybody knew about it. This wasn't supposed to hit the streets, though. This was never supposed to hit the streets. But Gucci told, allegedly. This was never supposed to hit the streets, but Gucci told.
Say mine. I'm going to go ahead and say what everybody thinking, because that's what Ed niggas do any motherfucking way. If Pooh Shiesty them did what the Department of Justice is alleging that they did, man, y'all got to be the stupidest, dumbest, retardedest niggas that ever come out of Memphis, man. First of all, man, Pooh Shiesty already fucked up the first time, because you had a double platinum album that was the biggest album of the year, and you go do some stupid shit, rob a sneaker dealer in front of a police station. They gave this nigga 5 years for that. You gotta look blessed.
So the first time you went to jail, you robbed a sneaker dealer in front of a police station just to come back home, drop first day out, go double platinum again, and then go rob a nigga in front of the police. You got to be the dumbest. Pooh Shiesty has to go down as top 3 dumbest rappers to ever exist. You telling me the first time you got 5 years because you robbed a sneaker dealer in front of the police station and got caught. Then you come home, you do 5 years, come home, drop first day out, go double platinum again, biggest thing in the world, just to call Gucci Mane to the studio, rob Gucci Mane and everybody else in front of the police, then go home and post it on social media to tell everybody you damn near did it and brag about it in the hood. Y'all niggas is, boy, let me continue. These boys the dumbest criminals in the world.
Home, most rappers don't recover from doing 5-year bids, bro. The labels move on, they ain't hot no more, whatever, bro. It's over with. You come home with a hot single, FDO, everybody bumping this joint. You back. So you decide to celebrate that by getting together with your daddy, allegedly, Big 30, and 6 more other Memphis niggas. Y'all book a studio in Dallas, Texas. Take y'all country asses down to Dallas, Texas. Invite Gucci Mane to come so y'all can chop it up. Gucci show up with him and his crew, which is a few people, but clearly not enough people because they got outnumbered and held up. They get there, realize it's a setup. Doors locked, allegedly boot Big 30, guarding the door, don't let nobody out. And Pooh Shiesty them do their number. They get the robbing. And in the process, they allegedly beat or choked out one of Gucci Mane's entourage members unconscious in the midst of all this. And this the craziest part. After Gucci them, in the midst of them robbing Gucci them for the jewelry, and they forced Gucci to sign a release form letting Pooh Shiesty out of his contract. What they didn't know was one of Gucci Mane's entourage of security is a retired police officer. And the whole incident on camera. So now the feds raided Pooh Shiesty them house yesterday and arrested him today and his dad and everybody else. Man, man, look, man. Man, these y'all niggas ain't the slowest, stupidest niggas I've ever seen, man. I don't know what to say, man. If this is true, man. If what the Department of Justice said and his cameras are, if they verify that that's you, man, y'all niggas is Hall of Fame morons, man. Ed Memphis said, I don't care what nobody feel about it, bro. And I fuck with them niggas more than anybody else do. But it is what it is.
It is what it ain't as well. And they ain't ever coming home. I'm gonna be real. Them boys cooked. When I say they cooked, they fried. Them boys is done. Got to be I'm talking about the dumbest. Why are we even have to cover it? This is so dumb.
Oh yes, Gucci Mane did help identify Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 as the assailants to the linked robbery, y'all. If y'all don't know, Gucci Mane was kidnapped in Dallas and robbed in Dallas by Pooh Shiesty and Big 30. I even heard Pooh Shiesty's father was involved in this, helping his own son doing this crime. And then later after that, Pooh Shiesty's crew goes on the internet flexing all of the chains, the jewelry they all stole basically. But surprisingly, people are on Gucci Mane's ass for this, calling him a snitch. They're talking about give him the 6ix9ine treatment. He's over there snitching, all of that. I mean, the man might have changed his life around. He don't live that way no more. I mean, his life was in danger. He was kidnapped and robbed. I mean, come on. At gunpoint at that too. Be real, yo. Man, I would have thought Pooh Shiesty would have changed after he got released the first time. He's still the same old Pooh Shiesty he was before he got to prison or jail the first time.
Man. This dude ain't changed a bit. Pooh Shiesty ain't changed one bit. And that's exactly the reason why he ain't never coming home again. I don't think he ever coming. I think they finna just get that dude life. But I think at the bare minimum, he'll get about 40 to 55 years, somewhere in that range. And he ain't coming home no time soon. I can tell y'all that right now. That nigga ain't coming home no time soon. So you can cancel Christmas if you think he about to come home.
So
was that okay? That's the one I just played. All right, my bad. Let me go to this video. Yeah, you can cancel Christmas. He gonna be gone for the next 40 to 50 Christmases. Pooh Shiesty gonna be gone for the next 40 to 50 Christmases. You can bet the bank on that.
Not the Shiesty, man. Man, at least that nigga went down like a block legend, man. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Fuck it. Now I know y'all be like, act, man. Bro, he had like 39 chances, man. At least that nigga lived his raps at the end of the day, man. Fuck it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? At least he ain't go out like a fake ass nigga, man. He went out real. And when we tell a story about this shit, we're gonna be like, man.
Hold on, wait. What? Say this shit again, act. Wait, what?
Shout out to Shiesty, man. Man, at least that nigga went down like a block legend, man. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Fuck it. Now I know y'all be like, act, man. Bro, he had like 39 chances, man. At least that nigga lived his raps at the end of the day, man. Fuck it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? At least he ain't go out like a fake ass nigga, man. He went out real. And when we tell a story about this shit, we're gonna be like, man, 20 million or rob your CEO. He the first nigga. Yo, you know, every time I be hearing like this, like Suge Knight dangling nigga off the balcony, that should be cap. Or I think it'd be cap. I don't know. Shiesty gonna be the only nigga that could be like, man, yo, my CEO is on some fuck shit, nigga. I robbed his ass, nigga, and forced him to. Yo, gangster, I'm sorry. Yo, chat, the nigga ain't want money. Yo, you know some niggas who not interested in pussy, money, like these are usually driving factors for people to do right. Bro, the nigga want to just, yo, he just want to thug it. Fuck it. Yo, if this nigga was locked up that long and he's not thinking twice about these things, man, yo, celebrate him for what he's good at. Robbery, kidnapping, murder, arson. Like, these are things that's his repertoire. Music came after. You feel me? You know what I hate what people do? Niggas be counting people's pockets like, oh, man, he missed out on 20 million. Nigga, clearly he didn't give a fuck about the 20 million because he would have done it. People love saying, nah, man, yo, it's so crazy, man. He missed out on all this money. Nigga, get your pocket watching ass on out of here. He ain't care about it. Why do you? I'm going to honor Shiesty's legacy right. I'm going to play all his murder music. I'm going to put him on my Mount Rushmore of rappers who really did that shit. And that's it. Like, what the fuck? Like, Vaughn on there, Dirk on there, and Shiesty on there too. What the hell are you talking about? Like, that's what, I would imagine that's what he wants, right? Your Fruit Jams in the chat. What up?
Yo, this nigga act, bro. You are bad for the youth, my brother. This is what you teaching the kids. This is what we teaching the kids, brother. God damn, act. Come on, man. This nigga here. All right, let's continue, man.
I know you're probably you're off the clock. You're still a policeman.
Yeah, and he could have went to jail for that.
I played that clip already. My bad. I played that clip. My fault. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, I think we done with you for the night, academics. You get your Hennessy drinking ass on.
Surprise. The internet has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to the Pooh Shiesty case. Case in point, let me show you the first 5 seconds of the press conference from the Department of Justice, which it sounds like they have no idea what they're talking about when they talk about the Pooh Shiesty case.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday.
He just said this week, 9 individuals, including well-known music artists, kidnapped. This happened back on January 10th. Why is the internet wrong? Well, people who are saying that there's this guy on video pulling a gun on Gucci, if the feds have you on video pulling a gun on Gucci while you're on home confinement, not allowed to have a gun on January 10th, you get arrested January 11th, maybe January 12th. By February, you're cooked. By March, you're already violated and doing your time. This is April. Now, one thing to note, I think the fact that we're in April and this came out today is telling, because Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, was fired today, and we need to turn the page quickly. But I think this case seems, we'll see. I think obviously the feds have charged kidnapping, and the reason why you charge kidnapping is because it's not larceny. The guy didn't rob the recording deal rights. You're never going to prove to a jury that Pooh Shiesty had a premeditated plan to fly out to Dallas and then he's going to pull a gun on Gucci and get Gucci to sign away the contract rights. That's ridiculous. Okay? There was a lot of people in the room. Apparently, there was some violence in that room because the most injuries that we've heard of is some guy got choked and there was some abrasions on his neck. Okay, so something happened. But then beyond that, the feds haven't really put anything. Chill out, bro. There's so many ways to defend a case like this. One of the things that I'd be looking out for is what everybody has to say, because if there's no video footage of what happened in the room and there's 6 people in a room, then it's going to be very interesting to see what the 6 people in the room have to say.
I think that they might got a video. I just don't think that they got it in their possession until recently. I don't know. If they got the video, I think that they got it recently. I don't know. But there is, he makes a good point though. When this was reported, why is he just now getting arrested for it? That's a good point that I don't think nobody could really answer. If they had a clean cut case, he would argue this is the feds. But I've seen the feds move real sloppy lately. They're very beatable. I don't know exactly what they got, but they got y'all on social media posting the jewelry, and they got the people who got the jewelry stolen. They got injuries to them. So, and you got the jewelry in your hands on your social media accounts after you went out from Memphis to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So, I think this is going to be a pretty easy case to prove. I think that he's wrong on saying it's going to be a hard case. I don't think it's going to be hard at all to prove.
I know you want to know everything that happened with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, but you do not have the time to fall down another rabbit hole. I am going to break it all down right here in one place so you don't have to look any further. Consider this your Gucci Mane Pooh Shiesty brief. Let's chat. Before we even get started, I want to say publicly, as somebody who has met Gucci Mane a few times, I don't know who this new body is. Who's that? In order to understand the story, you have to understand that Gucci Mane rebrands and changes the names of his businesses the way that Sean Puffy Combs rebrands and changes his names. In year 2007, we get So Icy Entertainment or 1017 Brick Squad. That record label would bring us artists like OJ the Juice Man and Waka Flocka. Had songs like So Icy, you had Waka Flocka screaming Brick Squad, you had Gucci Mane, So Icy Entertainment, Big Jewels on Deck. It was always in the music. It was round about 2016. We got the Eskimo Entertainment era of 1017 music, and then it was in 2020 when we got new 1017, and that's where we're going to focus because that's when Gucci Mane signed Pooh Shiesty. New 1017 was like a COVID style rebrand. Gucci Mane was also supposed to mentor these artists that he signed and help them navigate the world, financially speaking. And
can we just be honest? Gucci Mane fucked over everybody. Gucci has not had one successful act over there at 1017 at all. He's fumbled everything he's ever done business-wise. Why would anybody ever sign to him? And at this point, I don't even get why Pooh Shiesty signed to him. And Gucci Mane, when you do get a Pooh Shiesty, why don't you just do right by him? The nigga was I would put it like this. When he came home, fuck Young Boy. That nigga had the streets. I'm sorry, Young Boy. I fuck with your little movement. I don't like your music, but I definitely fuck with your movement. You got a cult fan base, but Pooh Shiesty came home and shut the entire industry down once he dropped that FDO. There was no song hotter than it. If you got this potential of an artist on your label, why fuck it up? Salute Linda for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you. Salute. We $20 away from a honey bun, y'all. We only got 400 likes on the screen. I don't know. Y'all tripping on the likes tonight. Double tap that screen, gang. Let's go.
It helped them to be financially literate. This time in 2020, Pooh Shiesty is signed. He's 21, and his cousin Big Scar is signed. Was right there and all of that. Word on the curb, allegedly, HIPAA, is that Gucci Mane has life insurance policies on all of his artists. So when they pass away, Gucci Mane gets paid out. Keep that in mind. Thank you. Shiesty, Big Scar, both cousins about a year apart, are from Memphis, Tennessee. They get signed to Gucci Mane when Pooh Shiesty is 21 and Big Scar is 20. Okay. By April of 2022, Pooh Shiesty will be locked up doing a 63-month bid. By December of 2022, Big Scar will be dead from an accidental drug overdose. And this is where the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Mane beef starts, allegedly. Gucci Mane sends over $10,000 for Big Scar's funeral. But allegedly, remember, Gucci Mane has a life insurance policy on Big Scar. It is to be alleged that Gucci Mane was paid out that life insurance policy, but then only sent over $10,000 to the family. How fucking disrespectful. Who held Pooh Shiesty down during his bid? None other than Memphis's own Yo Gotti, even though Pooh Shiesty's not signed to Gotti. He made sure Pooh Shiesty and his family were good. We gotta do a part 2.
And man, that's how the beef started between Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty, allegedly. Allegedly. All right, let's get to part 2. Let's go, gang. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's get to it.
At the year 2022, Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane have fallen out, but now Pooh Shiesty is incarcerated. We are at part 2. If you don't understand, go back. Other than that, let's chat. Okay, so boom. Pooh Shiesty is now locked up. He has been sentenced to 63 months behind bars. He is signed contractually to Gucci Mane under the new 1017 deal that he signed in 2020. But holding him down, making sure that he's good, making sure that his family is good, is none other than Memphis native Yo Gotti, okay? Again, Pooh Shiesty is not signed to Yo Gotti. On October 6, 2025, after doing 3 years, Pooh Shiesty is let out. But again, remember, we have a problem because contractually, Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci Mane, and allegedly, HIPAA, Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane now have beef because why did you only send $10,000 for my cousin's funeral? For the rest of this, you have to understand that Pooh Shiesty is out on home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention is that he does not commit any other federal crimes and that he is not in possession of a firearm. So that you understand all of that, cut to January 10th of this year, 2026. Allegedly, Pooh Shiesty's daddy, and 7 other people, under the guidance of Pooh Shiesty, lured Gucci Mane and 2 other businessmen to Dallas, Texas to have a business meeting. When they got there, them people barricaded the door, pulled out a contract and said, yeah, what you need to do is go ahead and sign this because you're going to need to release me. Eventually, the paperwork was signed. You know, some people allegedly were robbed. Some people were allegedly choked. I wasn't there. I don't know, right? And then everybody went on about their business. Now, you need to know 2 things. One, everybody in some capacity signed to 1017, no matter what iteration, is either a Trump supporter, broke, dead, or incarcerated. I'd be trying to get you to release me by any means necessary too. The second thing you need to know is, who called the police? Who called the police? Who told? Which one of them 3? How did anybody get the security footage, right? Ain't nobody wake up dead. So how did they find out? You need to know to ask them questions. Thank you. Are at the
So who told y'all? Who do y'all believe told? Do y'all think Gucci? Y'all think the police officer reported? You think Gucci and the police officer reported? What do y'all think happened? I ain't gonna lie. I think the police officer had to do his damn job, and Gucci was like, fuck it, the hell yeah, I don't fuck with them niggas anyway. Just tried to rob me. Fuck them. So I think Gucci cooperated and definitely gave a statement because they definitely got him on there, and they said they got Gucci Mane on the paperwork saying that he definitely told. So I believe Gucci Mane told. That's just my assumption. I think he told, nigga.
An individual.
It just is what it is. Let's continue. Let's get back over here to this next video. Let's go, gang.
Individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data.
But they got everything. I ain't gonna lie, they got them. So I think people think this is going to trial. I don't think that this even gets close to a trial. I mean, if you take this to trial, you're risking the whole your whole life. I mean, just cut the deal with the feds at this point. I don't see no other way out of it other than just cutting the deal. Because I mean, there ain't no point of snitching. The snitching part is over. The niggas who snitched already got they the ones who got robbed. So the rest of y'all are just co-conspirators. Your dad maybe be able to get off it, maybe if he can give them something else, but I don't really see a way out this.
Told y'all, Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane to get out that contract, the rap contract. Let me break this down for y'all. See, this is how it all went down. January 10th, Dallas, Texas studio. Pooh Shiesty pulls up with his crew like it's all business. They there to talk about contracts, right? So you see Gucci Mane and his industry folk, they're all in the studio thinking this is just business too, as usual. Next thing you know, boom, guns out. They 9 deep. They take over the whole studio. So Pooh Shiesty allegedly got the strap to somebody's dome, and he telling them, if you don't sign these papers, I'ma boom your ass. He said everybody looking frozen, like, what's going on, fool? But not Pooh Shiesty and them, not the people he rolled with, except for his father. Pooh Shiesty father looking like, damn, I tried to talk him out of it, but he just didn't want to listen to me. That's how they say he was shaking his head. They said Big 30 got his strap too. But he watching the door, making sure nobody go in or out. They said one of the victims was moving a little too much, so he was getting choked out from the beginning. They say he was getting choked so much he almost passed out. Pooh Shiesty and them wasn't done after they made that man sign a contract. The contract signed, Next thing you know, they up in the blicky, Give me that watch, Give me that ring, Give me that chain. Everything must go. Gucci Mane just sitting there like, I got you on the flip side. He didn't say it, but he was thinking it though. Shiesty and all his men holding that gunpoint, backing up. Nobody better not move until we gone. They slammed the door open, bow. They gone, fool. Everything they took, they got it with them. Fast forward to now, he didn't think he was gonna get locked up for this shit. Word in the street is, Gucci Mane is snitching. Allegedly. Because Pooh Shiesty, the men he came with, Big 30, and Pooh Shiesty father, all arrested. And people trying to figure out, okay, you can see Pooh Shiesty, his father, Big 30, but how they know the names of all the other people? Is Gucci Mane snitching? Is somebody on his cam snitching? Somebody snitching. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments. And if you like that commentary style, let me know down.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. How the fuck did they know everybody's name? It can't be the cop, because the cop don't know them like that. So there's no way the cop gave them everybody's first and last name and knew exactly who them motherfuckers was. The only way they knew who any of them were was Gucci Mane. Now it's not the police officer. So people keep saying, oh, the police officer is the one who, no. The police officer could not have gave them any of those dudes' names. The police officer just had to say, look, there was a robbery that happened. I don't know who the names are, but we all got robbed. So me included. So, and Gucci Mane would have to be like, oh, yeah, his name was so-and-so. He signed to me. His homeboy, Whoopty Whoop, his dad, Whoopty, I know all them niggas. You had to have gave them the names. They can't get them niggas no pictures. They probably had ski masks on. We ain't seen the damn footage. The only way they hemmed all them dudes up is because they had people cooperating. The only reason they got their names is because of Gucci Mane. Period, point blank. The only way they got all these dudes' names is because Gucci gave it to him. Gucci told. I mean, it is what it is. He told.
Pooh Shiesty is shaking, and the news just dropped that Pooh Shiesty and his father were arrested by the FBI. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. Pictured above is Pooh Shiesty's dad, Lontrell Williams Sr. Pooh Shiesty is Lontrell Williams Jr. Now, Pooh Shiesty's dad was caught up in some criminal activity back in the day when his dad, another guy, and a girl ended up going to a news personality's house, a famous news personality in Memphis. And do y'all know that they went up there to assault that lady because she was playing Yo Gotti's music and not Pooh Shiesty's dad. Now, Pooh Shiesty's dad has been in the music industry for a long time. They said his brand is something mob something. Doesn't matter because he's locked up now. And his son has now taken his own name. And Pooh Shiesty is, they literally renamed Mask Shiesty. That's how big he is. So now, looking at the criminal history of the father and how this lady got unalived, she got raped, she got assaulted, all in her apartment. The literal people that work at like her high-rise found her. So even the way that the apartment looked, how nice it was, they did this to a white lady because she wouldn't spend the records in 04. That's how Shiesty the daddy is. This is the lady. We honor her today, but it's just a really deep, dark story. And I'm like, that was bold of y'all, and all because he wasn't getting no spins. So you got to think, this is all the way in 2004, and the daddy did real time for this. So now, how do you think he feels when it's another situation that's due to music, contracts, spins, money when it comes to music, that the daddy is not going to what? Take none of this lightly. He already don't take this type of stuff lightly. So when Gucci Mane allegedly still was contractually bound to Pooh Shiesty, and Pooh Shiesty wanted out, him and his daddy concocted a plan along with 8 other people, because the 9 is how many people got arrested. No, so 7 other people. 7 other people with the daddy and Pooh Shiesty being a part of that 9. They coerced 7 other people, including Big 30. Now, do y'all recognize Big 30? Big 30 is a very popular rapper in Memphis. And he's like best friends with Pooh Shiesty. So he's dragged his best friend into this mess. So what happened is they set Gucci up to come to the studio, acted like they was going to do a song or something, and they robbed Gucci for jewelry and for his contract. Now, Gucci had posted Welcome Home to a Real One. Pooh Shiesty, the energy different now. Same hustle, new chapter, Shiesty back. Want, all this nice stuff about him. And then he took it down. And people said, uh-oh, they into it. Then we found out he got robbed. Now, shout out to the YouTube page, The Family. The Family TV, they did a really good breakdown with receipts about Pooh Shiesty going to jail in the first place. Now, remember when he went to jail in Miami, the reason why he just got out? I happened to be in Miami at that same time. There was a lot of shootings that happened that week. A lot of shootings. And it was like, is it September, the end of September, like Memorial Day? We were there for like Memorial Day, and he got arrested that weekend. And so many shootings, I just associated in my mind that he was a part of a shooting. That's why he got locked up. Come to find out, because of the Family TV, that actually he set up some people that was selling him shoes. These people were trying to sell him some shoes, sell him some clothes, and they end up robbing the guy for the merch and for some money and for some more stuff. And that's what they went to jail for. They went to jail for robbery. Like, can you calm down and just pay the man? Just pay the man and then go home. You done wasted all these years of your life over some dumb stuff that you could afford. Because that's another thing I love about that channel, The Family. They show clips about him talking about him going platinum with that song with Lil Durk, Back in Blood. So this was like 2021. This was way after Back in Blood. So I'm like, you don't win triple platinum. You couldn't just pay your shoe person and go home. You had to rob him, do this ghetto ass jack boy stuff that done got you locked up. And now you did it again. You're about to get re-locked up. You're about to be locked up forever for no reason. All you had to do was chill out. And you could have took the legal route, fought Gucci in court. He doesn't have good luck. So now the luck is what you're going to need to get out of the situation. And you done pull Big 30 into this. And it's just dumb. Our generation don't get to keep none of our rappers. They either die or they be in jail. And I just think it's all stupid and pointless.
Man. So this dude got to, I'm talking about Pooh Shiesty. I don't see no way out of it for you, dog. I don't see no way out of it for you, man. This shit finna get real ugly, real motherfucking fast. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna get real ugly, real fast for him. And you know why? It's because of the shit that they got on him. What they got on him, I mean, I get that some of y'all might be fans of this dude, but nah, brother. The shit that they got on this dude. Have y'all looked at this shit yet? The sealed paperwork. Have y'all looked at this shit yet? I'm trying to make sure it look good on the screen. Hold on. Let me see how it look on the screen. Give me 1 second. Man. All right, there we go. All right. So this criminal complaint is based on facts out of Dallas, Texas. Brittany Garcia, special agent, SA with the Federal Bureau of Investigations, FBI, being fully duly sworn, hereby dispose the state follows. It says, introduction. I am a special agent with the Federal Bureau of Investigations. I have been since September 2022. I received formal training from FBI and have worked alongside various law enforcement agencies that investigate bank robberies, carjackings, and other violent crimes. Based on my training and experience, I am familiar with the ways that criminals conduct their business, including the various methods by which robberies and kidnappings are conducted. I have used various investigative techniques, such as interviewing witnesses, interviewing defendants, conducting surveillance, and executing search, seizure, and arrest warrants in my federal investigations. I am familiar with how criminals use their cell phones, vehicles, and social media accounts to facilitate the commission of these types of offenses. This affidavit is based on my personal knowledge as well as information provided to me by other law enforcement officers and other individuals who have participated in this investigation. Since this affidavit is being submitted for a limited purpose of establishing probable cause for a complaint, I have not included every fact known to me concerning this investigation. Based on the facts set forth below, there is probable cause to believe that on or about January 10th, 2026, in the Northern District of Texas and elsewhere, the following individuals violated by knowingly combining, conspiring, and agreeing with other persons known and unknown to commit offenses against the United States, to wit, unlawfully seizing, confining, decoying, kidnapping, abducting, or carrying away for ransom or reward any person: Darius Glover, Demarion Gibson, Corday Johnson, Darion McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, Kadarius Waters, Lontrell Williams Jr., Lontrell Williams Sr., and Rodney Wright Jr., target suspects. And it says on January 10th, 2026, at approximately 4:50 p.m., victims who will be referred to throughout this affidavit by their initials collectively as the victims RD, MM, and BP were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio located on Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas. This location is within the Dallas division of the Northern District of Texas. At approximately 1 p.m. on January 10, 2026, victims flew into Dallas, Texas, alongside RD, head of security, hereinafter referred to as CW, and other security officer, hereinafter referred to as TD, for a scheduled business meeting between RD and suspect Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Williams Jr. And it says, Williams Jr. is a hip hop artist known as Pooh Shiesty and has been signed to a recording contract for RD music label 1017 since approximately 2021. RD and Williams Jr. were scheduled to meet because Williams Jr. was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released from his contractual obligations. Williams Jr. had asked RD to come to Dallas on this date so they could meet about business. At approximately 1:45 p.m., CWTD and the victims arrived at the scheduled meeting location, a music recording studio located within a larger office building. When CWTD and the victims entered the office building, they then realized the recording studio, owned by an individual hereinafter referred to as JN, was closed. While they waited for the studio to open, the five went to the liquor store and purchased liquor in plastic red Solo cups before returning to the studio. William Jr.'s father, William Sr., called JN multiple times on the day of the meeting. Approximately 2:53 p.m., JN answered the phone and learned that William Sr. was attempting to book a recording studio that afternoon for Williams Jr. and RD to record music. At or around 3:15 p.m., JN opened the studio for RD, MM, BP, CW, and TD. Investigators later collected and reviewed surveillance video captured at another business located in the same office building on the same floor as the recording studio, which shows William Sr. outside of the office building at approximately 3:27 p.m. on January 10, 2026. Left. William Sr. appears to be speaking with someone on his cell phone before entering the building at around 3:28 p.m. Right. So there he goes right there. They got the daddy on surveillance right here. The daddy is on the damn surveillance shit. So he can't say nothing. They got the daddy on the damn surveillance, bro. The damn daddy is on surveillance. So he can't say that ain't him. Oops, my bad. I went in too far. He can't say that ain't him. This is most definitely you, brother. This is most definitely you. So now we got the daddy at the damn location. We got the damn daddy. Come on, man. This dude. At approximately 3:39 p.m., an employee of the studio arrived to assist with production. When the employee arrived, Williams Jr. and Williams Sr. were standing. Let me move this back some. Let me pull this back a little bit. Oops. All right. At approximately, At approximately 3:39 p.m., an employee of the studio arrived to assist with production. When the employee arrived, Williams Jr. and Williams Sr. were standing at the back door of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. At approximately 3:43 p.m., Williams Jr., Williams Sr. Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, and McDaniel entered the east side of the office building. The target suspects walked through the lobby area of the office building before going inside the studio. Left, one individual with dreadlock hairstyle, later identified as Gibson, can be seen on video exiting the office building and shortly thereafter returning with a big bag slung over his shoulder. Right. And here it goes right here. So now they got y'all with the weapons right here. So now we got y'all with the weapons. That's when he said, "Go get my bag." That's the bag with the blick in it right there. So Pooh Shiesty, they got you on video, bro. There ain't no way out of this. They got you on video, my boy. The 9 individuals entered the studio's control room where inside the victims were watching a football game. CW was positioned in the studio lobby while TD remained in the vehicle they arrived in. Depicted below are photographs from the studio lobby left, studio control room right, the studio recording room bottom, taken from Dallas Police Department DPD body camera and crime scene photographs captured on the night of the offense. So that's the damn studio that they was in. And you can't make this shit up. I'm talking about you. Pooh Shiesty, ain't no way. I don't give a damn who got his back. Ain't no way out of this shit. The victims overheard Williams Jr. talking on his cell phones, potentially with a probation or parole officer stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out for rec time. From what the victims could hear, Williams Jr. was informed that that was not the case and he needed to return immediately. Williams Jr. agreed. Williams Jr. was wearing an ankle monitor, leading the victims to believe that Williams Jr. was on house arrest. RD told Williams Jr. that they could reschedule their studio session, but Williams Jr. requested to speak with RD privately in the attached recording room. RD agreed and entered the recording room with Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Wright. Meanwhile, MM and BP remained in the control room with the 6 other individuals and continued to watch the football game. BP offered to share the liquor they purchased with target suspects. At least 2 accepted, grabbing the red cups and making a drink. Inside the control room, Williams Jr. produced purported contract termination or release paperwork from a bag and told RD to sign. When RD declined, Williams Jr. became agitated and the pair started to argue. MM and BP could see inside the recording room and initially believed RD and Williams Jr. to be discussing business. But as MM saw the conversation intensifying, he texted CW, who was still in the music studio's lobby. As the argument inside the recording room ensued, Williams Jr. instructed Wright to get his bag. Wright complied, leaving the recording room before returning with the bag. Williams Jr. then pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol from the bag and pointed it at RD, demanding again that RD sign the contractual release paperwork. RD complied, signing the paperwork for Williams Jr. while Williams Sr. and Wright stood by. RD was not allowed to leave the recording room while he was held at gunpoint by Williams Jr. Wright pulled out a cell phone and purported to record RD signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Williams Jr. From the contract. After the release was signed, Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. After RD signed the contractual release paperwork, Williams Jr. provided the paperwork to Williams Sr. and asked him if the paperwork was good. Williams Sr. advised that the paperwork needed to be dated. So Williams Jr. then forced RD to add the date next to his signature. As RD, Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Wright exited the recording room and the remaining suspects, Waters, Rogers, Johnson, Glover, McDaniel, and Gibson, produced handguns or AR, AK-style pistols and began to demand property from BP and MM. BP was pushed onto a couch in the control room while an individual known to BP as Simo Damn Fool and part of Williams Jr.'s crew, later identified as Rogers, searched his pockets and stole his wallet. BP's chain and a necklace bearing the moniker 1017 were stolen from his neck by another subject he knew as Glizzy 375, later identified as McDaniel during the robbery. McDaniel repeatedly threatened to shoot BP for moving. but Williams Jr. instructed McDaniel not to. BP further identified an individual he knew as Baby Slime 375, later identified as Johnson, as being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, and that during the control room robberies, Johnson possessed a firearm, held BP and others at gunpoint. Both MM and BP identified an individual they knew as KD, later identified as Waters, as also being involved in the kidnapping and robbery, possessing a firearm and holding them at gunpoint. MM was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness during the kidnapping and robbery, resulted in scratches on his neck and wrist below. And that's what I showed y'all earlier. MM was robbed of his Rolex and a Louis V bag containing multiple other high dollar watches, Apple AirPod headphones, and his wallet at gunpoint by Glover. MM confirmed that his Louis V bag, AirPods, and wallet each had Apple AirTag, a location tracking device attached. So not only did they get caught up with all this shit, they also got AirTag. Goofy motherfuckers. As the altercation inside the control room ensued, hold on, give me 1 second. As the altercation inside the control room ensued, Wright walked over to the studio door to the lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. CW and TD, the victims' security guards, watched Wright barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering with handguns drawn. CW and TD managed to partially open the door, but recognized that they were outnumbered by the armed target suspects. RD was pushed onto the couch in the control room, causing the victims to believe that they were going to be executed. Williams Jr. placed the barrel of the firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and RD to leave the control room and the studio through the west entrance of the building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, MM turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later recovered surveillance video footage, the target suspects left the studio and the office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m. And there they go, leaving the damn studio building. Goofy ass niggas, dog. Exterior surveillance videos recovered from the neighborhood building showed a white Buick Enclave, a black Dodge Charger Hellcat, a black Dodge Ram with a distinct roll bar affixed to the bed of the truck, traveling northbound shortly after the kidnapping and robbery below. And there they all go in their vehicles, leaving the scene. Goofy ass niggas got caught on camera in their vehicles. According to law enforcement databases, Wright's father, also named Rodney Wright, owns a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat bearing Tennessee license plate. When they give it right there, license plate readers, LPR placed this Charger in Texas, including the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex during the relevant time period. In particular, a 2:18 p.m. scan on January 10, 2026, captured the Charger following in close proximity to a black Dodge Ram bearing Arkansas license plate. The Dodge Ram appears to have the same distinct roll bar as the Dodge Ram captured on surveillance video near the offense location later that afternoon. LPR scans at or around 5:04 p.m. on January 10, 2026, placed the Charger traveling in close proximity to a white Buick Enclave bearing Texas license plate. And there it goes right there. The Enclave returns with Hertz Rental as its registered owner. On or about January 14th, investigators subpoenaed the Hertz Corporation, Hertz Rent-A-Car, Hertz, for information associated with the Enclave. On January 14, 2026, Hertz responded, providing the information, including that the white Buick Enclave bearing Texas license plate had been rented by William Sr. on December 29, 2025, with a return date of January 11, 2026. The records further revealed the Enclave was still rented to William Sr. at the time of January 10, 2026, kidnapping and robbery. Location information provided by Hertz in response to a search warrant detailed the movements of the Buick Enclave on January 10th and 11th, 2026. These records corroborated the LPR scans and confirmed the Enclave was at or near the offense location on January 10th, 2026. C. Williams Jr. electronic location monitoring. Williams Jr. is currently serving a 63-month sentence for violation of an 18. Well, they give it right there for all his charges. According to the records received from the Bureau of Prisons, Williams Jr. was approved for home detention on or about October 31st, 2025. As part of his conditions for his home detention, Williams Jr. agreed to not possess any deadly weapon or knowingly be in the company of a person possessing the same. Additionally, Williams Jr. is required to wear an electronic monitoring device monitored by the Bureau of Prisons. Investigators received partial records associated with Williams Jr. electronic monitoring device, including location data from January 9, 2026 and January 10, 2026. These records corroborated the information investigators received regarding Williams Jr.'s movements, including his location at or near the offense location on January 10, 2026. On the day of the offense at approximately 1:50 p.m., Williams Sr. was seen on video entering Staples located at 3333 Preston Road, Frisco, Texas. His rented Buick Enclave can be seen on surveillance video parking near the front of the store, after which Williams Sr. enters the store and walks to the copy printer machines. Investigators obtained a copy of the receipt that confirms that a transaction occurred at the copy printer machines at 1:59 p.m. The time Williams Sr. is seen on surveillance video near the machines, due to the close timing of the visit to the Staples prior to the offense, the fact that Williams Sr. went straight to the printing area of the store, and the timing of the receipt confirming a transaction occurred while Williams Sr. was at or near the printers. Investigators believe that Williams Sr. and Williams Jr. went to the Staples for the purpose of printing the contractual release that was presented to RD. Investigators obtained cell phone records for Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson, and telematics location data records for the Dodge Charger, Hellcat, Dodge Ram. Cell phone records for Glover and McDaniel are pending. The records indicate Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson traveled together from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas in the Dodge Charger, Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram. They left Memphis on January 8, 2026, and arrived in Dallas in the early hours of January 9, 2026. The data from Glover's electronic monitoring device aligns with the cell phone records. Didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen in the paperwork? Didn't I tell y'all this was going to be in the shit? On January 10, 2026, from approximately 2:28 p.m. to approximately 2:46 p.m., Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger, Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram were in the area of the Windrose Tower, the Windrose Tower location, a location Williams Jr. resided prior to moving into his new residence at 12 Cowboys Way in Frisco, Texas. They all traveled together to the area of the offense location, arriving at approximately 3 o'clock p.m. The data from Williams Jr.'s electronic monitoring device and location information from the Buick Enclave align with the cell phone records. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger, Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram traveled together from the area of the offense location, leaving at approximately 4:50 p.m. to the area of the Star in Frisco, Texas, arriving at approximately 5:07 p.m. Williams Jr., Williams Sr., Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson utilized towers with coverage that includes the Star until approximately 9:30 p.m. The data from Williams Jr.'s electronic monitoring device and location information from the Buick Enclave aligned with the cell phone records. Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, the Dodge Charger, Hellcat, and the Dodge Ram traveled together from the area of the Star in Frisco to the area of the Comfort Inn, 11069 Composite Drive, Dallas, Texas, where they remained overnight. Williams Jr. and Williams Sr. remained in the area of the Star overnight. On February 24, 2026, Flix North America, Inc., which owns Greyhound bus lines, responded to a subpoena with records documenting that on January 11, 2026, Glover, Rogers, Gibson, and McDaniel traveled together on a Greyhound bus from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. Cell phone records for Rogers and Gibson corroborate this travel. Cell phone records indicate that on January 13, 2026, Wright, Johnson, and Waters traveled together with the Dodge Ram from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. The Dodge Charger Hellcat was stolen was stolen from the Comfort Inn in the early morning hours of January 11, 2026. It was reported stolen by an individual, TA, on January 13, 2026 at approximately 1:04 p.m. shortly after Wright left Dallas area. The Comfort Inn. After reading the incident report for the stolen Dodge Charger Hellcat and analyzing cell phone records for Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, and Gibson, investigators determined they stayed at the Comfort Inn 11069 Composite Drive, Dallas, Texas from January 10th to the 11th, 2026. Comfort Inn records confirmed that Gibson paid for 4 rooms at that hotel. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage from the Comfort Inn and observed Wright, Johnson, Waters, Rogers, Gibson, Glover, and McDaniel inside the Comfort Inn, all clad in clothing similar to what the suspects in the kidnapping and robbery appeared to be wearing. Below are stills from the offense location next to the stills from the surveillance footage. Man, these boys going to prison. Boy, all y'all going to jail. Bro, I'm talking about every last one of y'all goofy ass boys finna be in jail. Y'all got the same damn clothes on. Y'all stole a car over here. They got y'all doing everything, but you can't make this shit up. Boy, these are America's dumbest criminals. Memphis, Tennessee produces some of the dumbest people. There go Rodney Wright, and there goes Corday Johnson. And your face is on camera, goofball. You got your whole face out. All y'all, just faces just out everywhere. Y'all boys ain't smart at all. Look at all the Kadarius Waters. They're all y'all go at the Comfort Inn. Y'all are there. This is y'all. Y'all did this. Y'all are going to prison. They got y'all from the moment y'all left Memphis to the time y'all returned to Memphis. They got each one of y'all from the time y'all left Memphis to plan it all. Matter of fact, they got y'all from the planning of it to actually leaving, to getting there, to leaving there and going back. They got every piece of information from y'all, dog. They don't need shit. Look at all these pictures. They got more. Look at all this. Terrence Rogers. There you go. They got Terrence Rogers in there. Here go Demarion Gibson. They got you on surveillance footage. Here go DeMarcus Glover. They got you on surveillance footage. All of y'all are on the footage. Every last one of them. Look at it. Darion McDaniel. There you go, on camera. Wearing the same shit y'all all wore during the robbery. AFIS hits. On January 6th, let me get some water, Rook. I've been talking a lot. On January 16th, 2026, the AFIS quality latent prints lifted from the crime scene were run through AFIS. The same day, a DPD forensics fingerprint expert received hit notifications that the latent prints from one red Solo cup were identified, the left ring finger of Gibson, and a latent print from another red Solo cup was identified, the right thumb of Rogers. So y'all goofy niggas took the drinks and left the fucking cups with your fingerprints on them. They offered you drinks, you took the drinks, and you left the drinks there with your fingerprints on them. Goof fucking balls. And with your face on. Identification of the target suspects through Instagram. Williams Jr., Pooh Shiesty. MM, BP, and RD all personally knew Williams Jr. by both his legal name and the name which he performs, Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty is a verified Instagram account, and the individual depicted throughout the account matches Williams Jr. MM and RD described Williams Jr. as wearing a black Nike brand Shiesty mask, black hooded shirt, black pants during the offense. An online search of Williams Jr. matched an individual depicted throughout. And there he goes with the signature Shiesty. And he wore the damn Shiesty the day of it. Williams Sr., Mob Ties Global. So the daddy is with Mob Ties. So the daddy is with Mob Ties. Interesting. So Mob Ties Global is the daddy name. The victims identified Williams Sr.'s Instagram account as Mob Ties Global. Photographs on the account refer to Williams Sr. and Williams Jr. as father and son. Right. CEO Big 30, MMBP and RD all identify Wright as a well-known hip-hop artist who also known as Big 30. Present during the offense, MM and RD identified his Instagram account as CEO Big 30, which is a verified Instagram. The account contains photographs of Wright with Williams Jr. and Waters, and investigators located a Facebook account associated with Wright depicting him with Williams Jr. and Waters. Oh my God, y'all boys is going to jail forever. They ain't can't nobody take this to trial, bro. They can't. Waters, KD375X. MM and BP identified KD as a nickname for Waters and described him as Williams Jr.'s right-hand man. MM described Waters' attire during the offense as a black hoodie with white stripes down the sleeves, which matches an individual captured on surveillance video at the offense location. Investigators matched Waters' driver's license photograph to the individual depicted throughout KD375X. And there he goes wearing the shit that they identified him as wearing, and that's his face. Goofball. Number 5, Rogers, Damn Fool 375. BP identified an individual he knew as Damn Fool 375 as present during the offense and described his physical appearance and clothing. Investigators located the Instagram account Damn Fool 375 and his associated Facebook account featuring photographs with Williams Jr., Wright, and other target suspects. Investigators matched Rogers' state identification photograph to the individual depicted on these accounts. Boy, fat face ass boy. On surveillance footage from the offense location, the individual believed to be Rogers can be seen exiting the building carrying what appears to be a Louis V bag MM reported stolen. On January 15, 2026, Rogers posted a video on Damn Fool 375 showing him wearing a Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman Rolex with an oyster steel band that appears visually similar to the watch stolen from MM, who provided investigators with photographs, a receipt, and a serial number for the stolen watch. Additional posts on Damn Fool 375 show Rogers wearing shoes similar to those he wore during the offense. Man, these dudes got to be dumb, bro. Y'all didn't get new clothes, didn't get throwaway phones, didn't get, well, one person got a rental car, but y'all was driving your own cars. Y'all boys sloppy as hell. Just look at this, fam. These got to be the dumbest niggas in the world, dog. Glover, number 6, Twin CMO. MM identified the Instagram user at Twin CMO as the individual who choked, scratched, and wanted to shoot him during the offense. Investigators matched Glover's driver's license photograph to the individual depicted on the account and Wright's criminal history records obtained pursuant to state of Texas search warrant revealed the following post from Twin CMO. January 11th, 2026, 9:13 a.m. A story featured a large amount of cash, a Rolex visually similar to the one stolen from MM, and a location tag of Dallas, Texas. Goofball. Y'all can't be. They gave up on this shit. The ones that didn't know what's coming. Oh, they knew it was coming. They snitched on y'all ass. January 11, 2026, 6:12 p.m. A video showing individuals visually similar to Rogers and Gibson flashing large amounts of money, a watch, steals from the video below. Here it goes. These are steals from the video. Y'all boys dumb. On January 17, 2026, a story showing Glover with a Rolex that appears identical to the one stolen from MM, stating he got a new rope, believed to be slang for watches and necklaces. And he's showing off the new watch and necklace that he stole. And that's his 1017 necklace that he stole from the dude. And it says January 19, 2026, videos of Glover wearing a necklace with the 1017 pendant that appears identical to the one stolen from BP. Number 7, Johnson, Baby Slime 375X. BP identified an individual he knew as Baby Slime 375X as present during the offense, describing him as a short, younger black male with darker skin who wore a Shiesty mask and a beanie and held BP and others at gunpoint. December 20th, 2025 Instagram story posted by Twin CMO tagged Baby Slime at Baby Slime 375X. Memphis investigators identified Baby Slime 375X as Corday Johnson from the previous gang investigations. And there he goes right there. McDaniel, number 8, McDaniel, Glizzy 375. BP identified Glizzy 375 is a young black male with a low fade haircut who wore all black and a Shiesty mask during the offense and threatened to shoot BP before Williams Jr. intervened. Online investigative research identified Glizzy 375 as an Instagram account associated with Darion McDaniel, and Memphis investigators confirmed the individual depicted on the account appears visually similar to McDaniels. Number 9, Gibson, Mookie Rue 375. Online investigative research and Memphis gang investigators confirmed that the individual depicted throughout Mookie Rue 375 matches Gibson's recent arrest booking photograph. The account features the identifiers 375 and CMO as in followed by multiple target suspects. And there he goes right there. Summary of target suspects involvement. The following is a summary of each suspect's involvement and evidence tying each to the offense. Demarius Glover. Eyewitness accounts state that Glover produced a handgun or AR, AK style pistol and robbed MM of his personal property. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts place Glover at the offense location and following the offense at the Comfort Inn with the target suspects wearing clothing consistent with the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Glover posted multiple videos of himself and other target suspects on Instagram flashing cash and wearing what appeared to be stolen jewelry. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me, dog. Greyhound bus line records indicate Glover traveled with the target suspects on January 11th, 2026 from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. Glover's electronic leg monitor corroborates his presence at or near the offense location at the time of the kidnapping and robbery. Demarion Gibson, number 2. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts state that Gibson left the office building and returned with the bag, presumably containing firearms. Surveillance and eyewitness accounts place Gibson at the offense location and following the offense at the Comfort Inn with the target suspects wearing clothing consistent with what the suspects in the kidnapping and robbery appeared to be wearing. Cell phone records indicate that Gibson traveled from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas on January 9, 2026 and placed Gibson in the area of the offense location during the offense. Greyhound bus line records indicate Gibson traveled with the target suspects on January 11, 2026 from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. Gibson latent print was lifted from the crime scene. On January 11, 2026, Glover posted an Instagram video of Rogers and Gibson on a bus showing them flashing large amounts of money. Number 3, Corday Johnson. Eyewitness accounts state that Corday Johnson held BP and others at gunpoint inside the recording studio control room. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts placed Johnson at the offense location and following the offense at the Comfort Inn. The target suspects wearing clothing consistent with what the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Cell phone records indicate that Johnson traveled from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas, arriving January 9, 2026. Cell phone records indicate that Johnson traveled back to Memphis, Tennessee from Dallas, Texas with other target suspects on January 13, 2026. Number 4, Darion McDaniel. Eyewitness accounts state that McDaniel stole jewelry from BP at gunpoint while threatening to shoot him. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts placed McDaniel at the offense location and following the offense at the Comfort Inn with the target suspects wearing clothing consistent with what the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Greyhound bus line records indicate that McDaniel traveled with other target suspects on January 11, 2026 from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. Glover posted a video to his Instagram account on January 11, 2026, an individual he knows as Glizzy, a known nickname of McDaniel, flashing large amounts of cash. Number 5, Terrence Rogers. Eyewitness accounts state that Rogers searched BP's pockets and stole his wallet at gunpoint. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts placed Rogers at the offense location and following the offense at the Comfort Inn with the other target suspects wearing clothing consistent with what the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Cell phone records indicate Rogers traveled to Dallas, Texas. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts placed Rogers at the offense location and following the offense at the Comfort Inn. I read that. Cell phone records indicate Rogers traveled to Dallas, Texas prior to the offense and placed him in the area of the offense location during the offense. Rogers posted the Instagram videos flashing the stolen Batman Rolex and appeared in Instagram videos flashing cash and watches with other target suspects. Greyhound bus line records indicate Rogers traveled with other target suspects on January 11, 2026 from Dallas, Texas to Memphis, Tennessee. Rogers' latent print was lifted from the crime scene. Number 6, Kadarius Waters. Eyewitness accounts state that Waters produced a firearm and held the victims at gunpoint. Surveillance video and eyewitness accounts placed Waters at the target location at the offense location with the following the offense at the Comfort Inn with the other target suspects wearing clothing consistent with what the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Cell phone records indicate that Waters traveled to Dallas, Texas prior to the offense and placed him in the area of the offense location during the offense. Cell phone records indicate that Waters traveled back to Memphis, Tennessee with the other target suspects on January 13, 2026. Number 7, Lontrell Williams Jr. Eyewitness accounts state that Williams Jr. brought RD into the recording studio and demanded that RD sign the release contract at gunpoint before taking RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. Eyewitness accounts also placed Williams Jr. in the room when the additional kidnapping and robberies of MM and BP occurred. Cell phone records, electronic location monitoring, and surveillance footage placed Williams Jr. at the offense location. Electronic location monitoring data also places Williams Jr. at a Staples location with his father, believed to be printing the termination contract prior to arriving to the offense location. Number 8, Lontrell Williams Sr. Eyewitness accounts state that Williams Sr. procured the recording studio where the offense occurred. Williams Sr. assisted Williams Jr. in procuring RD's signature on the purported contract release. Surveillance video footage from the day of the offense shows Williams Sr. entering the building unmasked and later exiting the building carrying a backpack he did not have when he entered. Surveillance footage and eyewitness accounts place Williams Sr. at the offense location and following the offense wearing similar clothing to what the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Subpoena records and cell phone records place him in the area of the offense location during the offense. Subpoena records and surveillance footage place Williams Sr. at the Staples location believed to be printing the termination contract prior to arriving at the offense location. Number 9, Rodney Wright Jr. Eyewitness accounts state that Rodney Wright went to the recording room during Williams Jr. conversation with RD and returned with a bag containing firearms. Eyewitness accounts state that Wright filmed the release of the contract. Surveillance footage and eyewitness accounts place Wright at the offense location and following the offense wearing similar clothing to what the suspects in the kidnapping robbery appeared to be wearing. Cell phone records indicate that Wright traveled to Dallas, Texas in a vehicle registered to his father prior to the offense and placed him in the area of the offense location during the offense. Cell phone records indicate that Wright traveled back to Memphis, Tennessee with other target suspects on January 13th, 2026. Conclusion. Based on the facts set forth above, there is probable cause to believe that on January 10th, 2026, in the Dallas division of the Northern District of Texas, DeMarcus Glover, Demarion Gibson, Corday Johnson, Darion McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, Kadarius Waters, Lontrell Williams Jr., Lontrell Williams Sr., and Rodney Wright Jr. conspired to and committed kidnapping in violation of 18 USC 1201A and C. That is the unsealed paperwork. That is the unsealed paperwork from the Pooh Shiesty case. Man, that was a lot. I ain't gonna lie, that was a fucking lot. That's a lot to deal with, man. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that shit? Pooh Shiesty, your ass is cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Pooh Shiesty, your ass is cooked, my boy. It's gonna be up and stuck with old Pooh Shiesty here in a little bit, man. What do y'all think about Pooh Shiesty's decisions? I think the nigga is an idiot. I can't lie. I think the dude is an idiot. Let me hear from some of y'all. Now I said, well, damn. They said, wow, man, they done for. Says they slow as hell. Said, I really feel like the entire world is living through a real bad Tubi series. They said washed up. They said grade live. They said you going to jail for life. Hey, so how many years do y'all think Pooh Shiesty finna get? Let me know in the chat. How many years do y'all feel like Pooh Shiesty is about to get? Man. I'm telling y'all, he gonna get no less than 40. 40 is the lowest number that they would even throw at Pooh Shiesty right now. After all the shit this nigga did in this report and they got proof of it, they not gonna have a hard time trying this case if this goes to trial. This is one of the times where the feds did their homework. This is one of the times where you got to look at this case and say, the feds actually did their motherfucking homework and they got everybody dead to rights. There's not one of these people that's going to be able to look at this and be like, I think I can go to trial comfortably. I can go to trial comfortably. So you might as well So you might as well let me hear some 2 o'clock. Oh, 2 a.m. Yeah, he might not. He ain't free no more. That nigga is in jail. It is 2 a.m. in the hills for him for good. That nigga is cooked. Hey, we still at $80 on this motherfucker. We 20 away from a honey bun, man. Let's go, gang. They said him and his daddy can share a cell phone. They can share a cell, period. Him and his daddy finna be up out of there for good. His daddy is a dumbass. Like they got y'all at the Staples printing out the you didn't even go with the with the termination papers. You didn't even have the shit ready. Y'all went down there and then tried to get the damn termination papers. Man, double tap this screen for the content, man. Double tap the screen to like the video, man. If you enjoyed the content, man. Like the video, double tap the screen. I asked y'all, is it over for Pooh Shiesty? 89% of the room, as far as the votes go, 89% of this room is saying it's over for Pooh Shiesty. They say he messed up this time. 11% of the room say no, free Pooh. So a few people still think he got a shot, but it looks like the whole world is saying, man, Pooh Shiesty, it's over for you, man. It said going to prison with your pops is crazy work. They said the feds most definitely got an open and closed case. Mic dropped. All I can think about is that Quavo song, 40 years, snitching don't fuck with me. They said, I appreciate you reading all of that. Man, I read a lot of that shit. That was a lot of shit. They said he cooked. They said going to prison. Oh, I read that. They said feds didn't have to do homework. Shiesty did it for him. Yeah, they ain't gonna lie. The feds didn't have to do shit. They just had to interview a couple people and be like, okay, well, let me watch these videos. Let me look at this survey. Oh, well, damn, they all are. Yep. What did he have on again? Okay, yeah, that's him. His Instagram account was what? Okay. So it looked like Gucci Mane team, they really did the case for the cops. Gucci Mane's whole team gave up everybody. Gucci Mane gave his cop friends their first and last names and their Instagram accounts, and they snitched on them. It's clear as day what happened. Gucci Mane gave them up. Them niggas didn't know who the fuck them boys was. 704 Chino, thank you for the $5. Says salute Ratchet and the Ratchet Gang. Thank you. We $15 away from a honey bun. Let's go. We 15 away. Double tap that screen if you're enjoying the content, man. Let me know in the chat. How do y'all feel about Pooh Shiesty? Can he make it out of this? Do y'all think Pooh Shiesty can find his way up out of this shit? I don't think he can, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's over for old Pooh. So he needed to, as they should have. They said, I text that number so I can send my donation to your channel. Man, nigga, if you want to send a donation, you would just send it. If you want to donate to me, it's all floating on that damn screen, and there's a super chat button right there. You don't got to text my number to donate to me. If you wanted to donate, you would just donate. All right, let's keep it a buck. Say he needed to. They say Memphis cops knew them. They say it's over. They say, hey, let's get these likes up, man. Double tap the screen. Say FDO 2066. Yeah, he'll be able to drop another one in about 2070. Said, but Gucci was behind all this. They said he should have just told on himself with all that evidence. Dumbest criminal walking. Say it's over for Shiesty. And they said some of the world's dumbest criminals. Nope. Bye, boy. He gone. Yep. All the ladies who love Pooh Shiesty. Yeah, well, he gone. You better write his ass while he in jail, because that nigga not coming home till he about 80 years old. The next time we see Pooh Shiesty walking this earth, we might not even be here no more. The time that nigga gonna be, he might get about 70, 80 years, and we might all be gone. Everybody in this damn chat won't be alive no more by the time Pooh Shiesty Pooh Shiesty might just die in jail, because there is no way out of this, Pooh. All I can say is you did that crime. Now you got to do that time, my boy. You did that crime. Now you got to do that time. So Pooh Shiesty, it's looking like it's about to be over for you. It's about to be over for you, Pooh Shiesty. Let's keep it a buck. Say paperwork off. I already got the paperwork, man. I got it. They said there's a full copy of the paperwork. Just showed the WAC 100 was referencing. Oh, I got the WAC 100 paperwork too. Let me show this shit. Hold on. Let me send this to myself. Hold on 1 second. I got some more paperwork sent in. All right, give me a second while I go grab this damn paperwork. Yeah, this is a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Your daddy is an idiot, Pooh Shiesty. You are an idiot, Pooh Shiesty. It just don't make no damn sense to be this dumb. I think Pooh Shiesty, just based on what I'm looking at, he deserves life. Based on this, he deserves life without the possibility of parole for being so stupid. All right, let me grab this real quick. All right, let me get out of this. All right, let me go over here. All right, let's check this out real quick. So here we go. This is his daddy. This is his daddy right here. The WAC 100 was referencing that his daddy was a snitch in some paperwork. So here it is. This is Pooh Shiesty's dad's paperwork. This is Pooh Shiesty daddy paperwork right here. All right. The defendant, Lontrell Williams, through his attorney, Howard L. Wagerman, however you say that, knowingly and voluntarily agrees with the United States through the United States Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee through the undersigned Assistant United States Attorney to plead guilty in count 1 of the above numbered indictment, charging the defendant with violating count 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the above numbered indictment, all of which charge the defendant with violating the defendant's plea of guilty. The government and the defendant will jointly recommend the defendant receive a 3-level reduction for acceptance of responsibility under United States sentencing guidelines. The defendant understands that if the court does not accept these recommendations, the defendant nevertheless has no right to withdraw the plea. Neither the government nor any law enforcement officer can or does make any promises or representations as to what sentence will be imposed by the court. The defendant understands that the accurate sentencing guidelines range must be taken into account by the court before imposing the sentence, but that the court is not bound by any sentencing guidelines and can impose any sentence within the statutory limits. Based on the defendant's ongoing and anticipated future assistance to the government, based on the defendant's ongoing and anticipated future assistance to the government, it is contemplated that the government may recommend that the court departure in the defendant's sentencing pursuant to sentencing guidelines. This would be solely within the discretion of the government and is not part of the plea agreement. Substantial assistance is understood by both parties to require good faith during all phases of the cooperation period, including the defendant's provision of complete and truthful information which assists the investigation or prosecution of other individuals and complete and truthful testimony at subsequent proceedings when needed. The defendant acknowledges that the government's determination of whether the defendant has cooperated fully and provided substantial assistance to the government's assessment of the value, truthfulness, and completeness of the defendant's assistance is solely within the judgment and discretion of the government and shall be binding upon the defendant. If a motion for a downward departure as described in the preceding paragraph is filed and granted and his sentence is reduced, the defendant knowingly, intentionally, and voluntarily waives any rights to appeal for this case. Should it be judged by the government that the defendant has committed or attempted to commit any additional crimes or has engaged in any conduct constituting, obstructing, or impeding justice within the meaning of the United States sentencing guidelines, or has failed to make any court appearances in this case from the date of the defendant's signing of this plea agreement, the date of the defendant's sentencing, or if the defendant attempts to withdraw his plea, the government will be released from its obligations and will become free to argue for any sentence within the statutory limits, such as breach by the defendant would not release the defendant from his plea of guilty. The defendant further understands and agrees that the special assessment is due and payable to the United States District Clerk's Office immediately following the defendant's sentencing. This writing contains the entire plea agreement between the defendant and the government with respect of his plea of guilty. No additional promises, representations, or inducements or other reference in this plea agreement have been made by the defendant or his attorney with regard to this plea, and none will be made or entered into unless in writing and signed by all parties. So this nigga daddy they said he was going to keep assisting the government. They said that not only was he assisting them then, he was going to have an ongoing relationship with them. Oh, hell no. Yeah, boy, your daddy a snitch. It ain't no way around it, Pooh Shiesty. Your daddy is a rat. It said just send you info on his pops on IG. Let me go over here and look at the information. Oh yeah, I just read that. It says the defendant Lontrell Williams through his yeah. I just read that. But I appreciate it though. Man. So you just said, oh no, I ain't talking about fucking rainwater. I ain't talking about no damn rainwater. All right. But yeah, that shit is it's nasty work. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Going to jail for life with your daddy gotta be some of the nastiest work we've seen. It got to be some of the nastiest work we've seen. Hey man, Ratchet Gang, I don't know what it is, but it's loose. I just want to come give y'all the drop, do something different tonight. Salute to y'all for pulling up, man. I'm finna get ready to get the fuck up out of here. I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Man, we've been on here damn 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. I gotta go, man. I got shit I gotta go do. So salute to the gang, man. I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Make sure y'all hype this video up when I get the hell up off here. Make sure y'all double tap the screen, like the video on y'all way out. Make sure y'all get into the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's content. As always, this your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang, and this is Ratchet TV. I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Salute to the gang. I'll see y'all on the next one. We gone. Hey, that Milan Vaughn's first single drops tonight. Y'all make sure to go check out Milan Vaughn. That first single main character drops tonight. Go stream it. Let's go.
I'm supposed to. Late night crying in the mirror, still cute. Mascara running, but I still don't lose. You said forever, but you needed proof. Now I got followers watching my moves. I'm the main character tonight. Don't DM me, get in line. New hair, new bag, new life. He's still crying on my line. Talk to you, play me now, it cost you. Now I glow like I'm supposed to. New attitude with the same face card. He still hurt, but I moved too far. Girls in my DMs asking who I are. Baby, I'm the reason they raising the bar. Penthouse views in the neon glow. He watching stories, but he don't know. Every move turn viral now. Main character take a bow. Don't save me, don't chase me. You made me. Don't save me, don't chase me. You made me, not face me. I'm main character tonight. Don't DM me, get in line. New hair, new bag, new life. He's still crying on my line. Whole room freeze when I walk through. All these girls wanna talk to. You play me, now it costs you. Now I glow like I'm supposed to. Don't lie, I'm outside. Act up with me, match my vibe. Pretty face, but I get real wild. If he lame, I'ma let him go. I don't chase, I replace him, no.
stuck as fuck. I don't text, I don't call back. If I'm bored, I might double back. Act up with me, don't act shy. He spin racks every time I slide. If it's up, then it's stuck, don't lie. We outside, we outside. Act up with me, match my vibe. Whole club, we step inside. If they watching, let them stare. We don't care, we don't care. Act up with me, don't act shy. He spin racks every time I slide. If it's up, then it's stuck, don't lie. We outside, we outside. Act up with me, match my vibe. Whole club, we step inside. If they watching, let them stare. We don't care, we don't care.
I don't need your attention. I've been glowing different. Now they all wanna mention. New now, new vision. Hard on a new mission. If you lost me, listen. I'm pretty with permission. Walked in, whole room tilted. Face card never needed filters. He was playing games with my feelings. Now he's studying my pictures. Used to cry in tinted windows. Now it's black trucks, no credentials. You can't text me sentimental. I don't do the accidental. Lip gloss, leaving marks on glasses. All my exes moving backwards. Funny how they call me savage when I finally raise my standards. Pretty, yeah. If it broke, forget it, yeah. Bad, yeah. Pretty, yeah. Ex still trying, give me, yeah. Pull up, hair laid silly. Whole club trying to film me. He was acting like he picky. Now he testing, can you see me? Yeah. You just sit and wait politely. Now I move how I like it. If you think he gon' play me, I just laugh and get excited. Broke boy energy block. Pretty girls run the plot. If he ever fumble once, he gon' watch me from the lot. Face beat, waist snatch. New attitude in a new bag. Used to treat me like I'm last, now I'm everything he lack. Pretty, yeah. If he broke, forget it, yeah. Bad, yeah. Pretty, yeah. Ex still trying, give me, yeah. Pretty, yeah. If he broke, forget it, yeah. Bad, yeah. Pretty, yeah. Ex still trying, give me, yeah. I need your attention. I've been glowing different. They all wanna mention. New nails, new vision. Hard on a new mission. If you lost me, listen. I'm pretty with permission. Pretty. If he broke. Pretty. If he broke. Pretty. If he broke. Bad, yeah. Pretty, yeah. Ex still trying to give me, yeah. It's 2 a.m. in the hills. I'm still thinking about you. City lights on my skin, but I'm missing your truth. Got this money, these thrills, but it don't feel like you. I got everything now, but I still. It's 2 a.m. in the hills. I'm still thinking about you. City lights on my skin, but I'm missing your truth. Got this money, these thrills, but it don't feel like you. I got everything now, but I still feel you. Penthouse quiet, phone on silent. Your name glowing, I'm still fighting. Told myself I don't need you, but these sheets still remind me. Champagne tears in designer, heart cold but I'm finer. Girls outside wanna be me, they don't know what's inside me. Flashlights when I'm outside, only when it's nighttime. Try to turn you to a memory, but you live in my mind. It's 2 a.m. in the hills. I'm still thinking about you. City lights on my skin, but I'm missing your truth. Got this money, these thrills, but it don't feel like you. I got everything now, but I still 2 a.m. in the hills. I'm still thinking about you. City lights on my skin, but I'm missing your truth. Got this money, these thrills, but it don't feel like you. I got everything now, but I still feel you. You still know how to reach me, even when you don't speak. Got me staring at the ceiling while the whole world watching me. Yeah, no man say he adore me, but he don't really see all the damage that you left, still performing on repeat. I look perfect in the daylight, but I break when the day dies. Wish I hated you for real, but I still want you some nights. If I call, would you answer? Or just watch me from afar? You said I was your forever, now I'm healing with these scars. 2 a.m. in the hills, I'm still thinking about you. City lights on my skin, but I'm missing your truth.
got this money, these thrills, but it don't feel like you. I got everything now, but I still feel you. Nothing like you. Isn't your truth? Don't feel like you, but I still feel you.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
That's what a lot of y'all word, cuz. Y'all word ass people. I'm tired of that shit.